Series in full swing, a race that's completely up in the air, a final table with some of poker's best. This is the PokerGO Cup, its final table coverage of event number 5 as we raise the buy-in to $25,000. Coming to you from inside the PokerGO studio, Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hanks. And Brent, no surprise at this price point, we're going to draw in an absolutely stacked final table.
How about the player of the year in 2021 on the PGT, Imsirovic, finally
About time,
has made his arrival here today. And like a fine wine, we've once again got Bill Klein, this time with the chip lead.
Hey, how about the 2022 PGT leader? That would be Nick Petrangelo, winning the 50K at Stairway to Millions, winning the 100K at Stairway to Millions. Darren Elias looking to capture that PokerGO Cup. He could move into second in the overall series race with a win today. And Brent, you mentioned his name. It's Bill Klein in first place to start the day. Klein coming off a 4th place finish in yesterday's tournament. So back-to-back final tables for our chip leader. We take a look at the layout. Imsirovic is here. Sean Winter is here. And Brent, Nick Schulman is also here.
Nick Schulman, keep an eye out for this guy. Our short stack to start the day, a little less than 10 big blinds. But if he starts to set the jab, land the hook, come in with that uppercut, find a double up, he's going to be right in the hunt.
Our final 6 guaranteed $51,250. About a 30K pay jump from 6th to 5th. Up top, $369,000 and 221 points in the race for the cup. About 15 minutes left at this 20K, 40K level.
You're brighter than that?
Yeah, well, they're right in your line.
All right, Sean Winter.
Well, I got the same thing.
I'm watching you carefully today, pal. Let's pick up the pace of play.
Winter certainly put on a show for us at event number 3 when he finished in 5th.
Huh?
Wearing a hat kind of helps.
Right, yeah.
It supposedly also put on a show late day 1 of this tournament.
Boy, did he ever. Nick Schulman broke down a little hand for us before we got cards in the air last night on the bubble. Winter put in a 5x pre-flop raise on the stone bubble. Schulman moves in for a total of 11 big blinds. Winter used all of his time extensions and was forced to fold. Essentially left him with, well, roughly 4 or 5 big blinds, but he spun it up, and here we are at the final table.
A long bubble late last night that resulted in the elimination of Justin Saliba in 7th, of Jeremy Osmus in 8th. Osmus leads the way in the race for the cup. Petrangelo flops the open ender, the backdoor flush draw.
I don't mind the little stab here by Winter. No pair, really no draw, exception of some backdoor maneuverability. Very dry flop. And of course,
diamonds on the turn.
You know, this sort of turn texture favors once again Sean Winter. By betting the flop, a little c-bet, you're able to ramp up the aggression with a second shell on this sort of turn. All these Broadway cards really should be more in his range than Petrangelo. He's going to be able to apply a ton of pressure right here, assuming that Winter is going to bring a second barrel. Here it comes.
Barrel is sizable. Petrangelo quickly out of the way. Well done, Sean Winter. Gets it done.
Could you do me a favor and make sure when you give the 10 seconds, you say it loud enough, because I have trouble seeing.
This is event number 5 of an 8-tournament series. We're at the 25K price point for events 5, 6, and 7. Our main is worth 50K. We use the PGT scoring system. Player with the most points at the end of the series wins $50,000 and wins the PokerGO Cup. And as we take a look at the current standings, we do find Jeremy Osmus's name on top, Kerry Katzen second, Brock Wilson in third, Sean Perry, Dan Colboys, Jake Daniels round out the top of the leaderboard. Darren Elias can make the biggest move today.
Ah, okay.
If he
Oh, yeah,
wins,
that
he'll
works.
be in
Thank you.
second.
Yeah.
And he'd be 22 points back of Jeremy Osmus. Sean Winter's second cash of the cup.
Well, victory today for Winter obviously will put him right in contention as well. As he's got another fine opportunity to open, and he says the heck with it. Look at these stacks behind Winter. Schulman, he's short. Petrangelo now short, less than 20 bigs. And of course, Elias less than 20 bigs, 15. Winter just gets to give him the pile driver. He's got a great seat right now, does Sean Winter. In position of Ali Imsirovic. Can sort of sheriff and keep him in check, and then also able to continuously attack these smaller stacks.
You got like 750, Nick?
More than $19 million in career life
sorry,
tournament earnings. Look at his bio board presented by GPI
I was like, I've never
THM.
seen you be this far out.
It's going to be more.
34th on the all-time money list. With a win, he'd pass Jason Mercier for 33rd and #1 in the state of Florida.
Wow. Well, Mercier might actually be watching. I don't think he wants that to happen. Keep an eye,
Well, he's
by
going
the
to
way,
be passed up eventually.
I know, yeah, especially if he doesn't play.
Thanks.
Sean Winter, keep an eye on his eyes, the antics with his face. He just does the craziest motions. I wish he didn't have the hood up and had the face fully covered. It really is a treat just to watch him react physically.
Jeremy Osmus said we should have a Sean Winter cam at all times. It's not a terrible idea as Petrangelo looks down at King Queen on the button. With a little less than 20 bigs.
And Winter's been so active early. Petrangelo, considering the stack size, 18 big blinds. This is a pretty good spot for him to get extremely aggressive. And rather than moving it all in,
yeah, the non-all-in 3-bet.
Takes the unorthodox, make it 220. Likely to result in a various folds across the table. Looks very strong. Winter can't do anything. Right in the muck. Nice and fast, too. That's my boy. Come on,
He's
Sean.
back.
I love it. He's back.
Welcome in our audiences across PokerGO, Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Thank you all so much for being here with us. Say hi in the chat. We'll have our eyes on the chat. And if you're on YouTube, you do what?
Well, listen, two things. First and foremost, make sure you subscribe right now. Just do it. Thank me later. Subscribe to our channel and click that thumbs up. Click the like button no matter where you are. We need to hit a bunch of thumbs up today, at least 500 to give you some sort of show tomorrow for event number 6. Start clicking.
Ace 10 of hearts for Schulman with
There
9
we go.
bigs.
Yeah, yeah. Sit back, ready. Get the jab ready. Land it. Just try and stick them here, Nick. Stick them. Yeah.
You are actually throwing punches.
I am. Here we go.
That was more of like a hook.
No, but he's got long arms,
jab is
very
straight.
strong as well. It's sort of a crooked jab. Little winded.
And that jab will work. A little bit of damage on his opponents.
And it's really important for Nick to be able to get a shove or something going every orbit or every other orbit. You got to hover around that 10, 15 big blind mark in order to have some serious fold equity.
Schulman, a boxing fanatic, an excellent pool player. Decent poker player as well, more than $13.6 million in career live tournament earnings.
He is so good. I think because of how talented he is in the broadcasting booth. He does so many of our shows. People forget how good he is at poker when he plays. He's got such a great presence. He puts in all the work away from the table. You're talking about running the solvers and figuring out exactly what he should be doing in every situation and scenario. He works just as hard as anybody.
Pretty unfortunate he couldn't be in the booth for this series. Anyway, Klein raises it up with the A7, 85K.
Excuse me, Jeff?
I said Klein raises it up on the
Right.
button with A7.
Well, you know he's been working on his play-by-play, so maybe it isn't
Yeah.
unfortunate he wasn't in the booth.
Bill Klein taking the chip lead into the day. coming off a 4th place finish in event number 4 and making that oh so familiar walk
About
into
this,
the PokerGO studio.
Little shimmy.
Yeah.
Little shake.
Oh!
Yeah, baby. Turn it around.
Okay, Mr. Klein.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's great, huh?
That's Bill Klein for you, ladies and gentlemen. He's got all the moves.
What a life.
Loves being here. We love having him here. Today, he's playing for the Shea Center for Therapeutic Riding, along
got
with
the back there.
the Orangewood Foundation. Those are the 2 wonderful organizations that he's playing for, donating his winnings to. The Shea Center serves people with disabilities who can benefit from therapeutic riding and activities around horses. SheaCenter.org, that's S-H-E-A. So Ali fold the ace-6 on the button.
Yeah, Ali is just staying out of harm's way. Gonna let Sean do all the dirty work, getting exactly what he bargained for. He knows Sean's gonna be putting a ton of pressure on Schulman. Let's take a look under the hood here for Nick Schulman. He clearly has a decision to make. There it is. He's got
one
a
pair.
Small baby pair. He's looking around the table, understanding the stacks that are surrounding him. This is a really tough spot. Looks like he's gonna call it off.
Yeah, and here we go.
Yeah.
So it's Jack 5 for winner. It's a pair of 3s for
Flip.
Schulman.
I thought it might be.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's great.
890K in this pot. If Schulman wins it, back
You're
to
all
more than
in.
20 bigs.
He said, "You're all."
Yeah, like what?
Who's everyone rooting for?
Me.
Rooting for Bill.
To the flop. Ace, Jack, 10. Schulman in some trouble.
Yeah, gonna need a crab or some puppy paws in a heartbeat.
Turn card. It is the Queen of Clubs.
I know what to do, man, dude.
The
What a
flush
beast,
draw
yeah.
is there
What
for
a turn,
Schulman. A non-club king, and we chop it up.
I mean, that's the card.
Or he could spike a 3-ball. River card. 6 of clubs! That's one way to win a flip.
There you go.
That's
Never a doubt. Now look out,
I had
folks, tuning in at home. Give this guy some ammo. He's going to be a totally different player. Now up to 22 bigs, and that changes the entire table dynamic as Darren Elias now becomes the ultimate short stack at 13 bigs. Imsirovic, he may start to open up some pots now. Everything changes with that double up.
All right, all right, all right.
Turn. I mean, that's fucking good. It's like a-
Pretty similar stack sizes with that middle clump of
Thank you.
Winter, Imsirovic, Petrangelo, Schulman.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it really is. And, you know, I'm really curious to see how Bill Klein makes this adjustment as well. He has the
he's not in here?
opportunity to put a ton of pressure on all
Okay,
these guys
gotcha.
to his
Thank you.
left. Right in the crosshairs, Darren Elias, the short stack. Everybody now waiting on him. I can't tell what Ali's wearing. Is that like a Minnesota Vikings hoodie?
That's
Crossed
Dragon
over
Ball
with
Z.
Dragon Ball Z?
That
What?
I don't think there's any Vikings.
Just the
because
colors,
it's
huh?
purple and
Right.
yellow. Well, the mask has come off, so we get a little more of the facial expressions from Sean Winter. See the Queen 4 of spades for Nick Schulman.
These guys talk a lot of poker. They understand right where
I flopped
sort
him
of
dead. He did.
right where they each stand as far as skill set and what you're supposed to
Two
do
jack
in
clubs
these
over there, too.
very intricate dynamics, these blind on blind battles with these stack sizes. Almost identical. 23 bigs for Petrangelo, 22 for Schulman.
Jack, Jack 4. Schulman with that 4.
Yeah, and you can see Nick. He's right now processing. Okay, I flopped 2 pair. I probably need to bet, protect my hand. I'd be doing this a lot with various limps, whether it's 9-8 off, 10-9 off, back doors. Petrangelo knows that, right? He knows that Schulman has to limp and probably stab various textures. So now all of a sudden it's the power of king high. Well, I feel I could still have the best hand here. I need to see another street.
And that street delivers the king to Nick Petrangelo.
And once again, now we must react and sort of range assess. Schulman questioning, what can Petrangelo have? Almost forced a knuckle, which he just did. Got to check. A little concerned about being up against trips. Could he have ever had some sort of king or ace high holding in that spot? And look at this little check back by Petrangelo. Awfully sneaky. Almost certainly locks up another street of value for Petrangelo. Now action again, back on Schulman. What do we do with the 4? Can we value bet? If we do, how much? What sizing? Ever consider a block? Maybe it's best just to check call, use it as a bluff catcher. Hope to get the showdown. There's also a world in which we fold. We're worried that Petrangelo has a jack and would play it just like this, especially a king in the event that he could have turned that and checked back, and there's a quick call.
Yeah.
Just got to pay him the money. Beautiful stuff by Petrangelo. That check back on the turn absolutely earned him that pot on the river.
Those are doubles, right?
Doesn't help to hurt to hit your cards either.
Petrangelo with 2 wins on the 2022 PGT. Let's take the stairs with him, and what a run it was for him at Stairway to Millions. 5th place in event number 4, then boom, goes 2nd place in event number 6, and just wins the 50K and wins the 100K.
My gosh, nearly $1.8 million Stairway to Millions alone. He is well on top of the overall PGT leaderboard.
Yeah, he has 845 points. And in 2nd place is Jeremy Osmus with 407. Raise the blinds, 25K, 50K. 50K big blind ante.
110.
We'll hear from Bill Klein here. Klein the biggest stack, the only stack more than 30 bigs. This is the shortest stack, Darren Elias.
Elias getting a fine price to want to consider defending. As we can see, cards on their back. He is in terrible shape right now against Klein. Here we go.
Oh.
And you'll see this a lot, even off the short stacks. Darren Elias 10 bigs, because the price is right, because you're in a heads-up situation, you almost are inclined to flop anything reasonable. Uh-oh, this is big-time trouble for Elias.
Let's both flop a queen. About 300K in the pot. Elias with 360K behind.
Klein smashes it. We've seen it when he hits boards hard. He'll just overbet all in.
Yeah, there it is.
is.
There's the shove.
And
Elias has got a call here.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll see the bad news. Darren Elias all in and at risk. Queen 7 against Klein's King Queen. Klein on his feet.
Yeah, Klein's the one standing up. Normally it's the other guy who's way behind.
That going in. Thanks. Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Ace on the turn, presents some chop outs.
10 is about
No.
Elias needs a 7
Doesn't
to
work. I
win
believe in it.
outright.
I just,
Makes a lot of sense.
How would you feel about a chop, Bill?
Card.
yeah,
Oh,
To 10,
yeah.
queens and
5.
10s with an
Guess
ace.
it doesn't matter.
Chop it up.
that's pretty intense paying there too.
Schulman. Schulman wouldn't have minded that 30K pay jump, it sounded
Right.
like.
Like, these turn cards, like,
I mean, mine was really beastly. This was, you know,
Well, I had a 7, so this is pretty beastly.
that's true.
I had a 3, so yeah. Like I had
The
7.
3 also.
I had 7.
Oh, wow. You were in rough shape.
Chewy's wife is an acupuncturist.
I believe it.
I was talking to them about it. It sounds really cool. Like,
Even sicker than I thought he was.
Did I just hear that right?
His turn.
Chewy's wife is an
Andrew
acupuncturist?
Lichtenberger's
Yeah.
wife is an acupuncturist? Yeah. You know, of all the interviews that we've done, Jeff, why can't you get to the bottom
I
of
don't-
what
I've
their
done a
wives
bad
do?
job at that.
I mean, that is
Show
a
goes
that is
on.
a
Yeah, the show goes on.
interesting little nugget. Maybe we could do a
yesterday
little
even, I know there's been a lot of
session
crazy
here in the
bubbles,
studio
but
while
that
we're.
one's up there, man.
You know what? We should
wasn't
do
like
some of
long.
those side segments
pretty
where
long.
the
Long is
commentators kind of go out on the town with
Well,
the
it's been
players.
flat.
Yeah.
We started.
I'd
kinda
love
like
to
at the
watch you
same
get
time at,
poked full of
the final
needles.
table the night
Doesn't
before,
sound
like
too appealing
20
to
minutes
me.
left in the same level.
We
So the level.
It just
had-
got. We're super deep when we got there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what-
that's
Yeah.
different.
Except
there was a
me.
lot of chips.
Yeah.
That. How long did it last? 8-handed or 9-handed?
Like 4 hours.
Yeah.
Ours
Ace
lasted
queen
a really
for
long time
winter.
too.
Yeah. Not 4 hours.
No, but long for the situation.
Yeah, definitely long.
Well,
for that
you know,
story.
the extra 25K in chips everybody got.
Yeah, we're doing.
Start.
Yeah.
That's another million.
Well, you
by the
said
way.
Another million.
Yeah.
when it's smaller field and you're playing like 6 and 7-handed in the beginning, people just bust each other way faster too in the 25, and then you just get deep.
Pretty amazing. The average stack was like 45 days. 50 days.
It always
We did play a
happens in the
long time
bigger-
last
in the
night.
smaller field, bigger stuff though. When you're playing like,
Yeah, but in the
Tougher.
10K it was like 25. But, yeah.
but what I'm
Makes sense, right?
what I'm saying is you
People
the
are hanging around.
25 the 25K is mostly tougher players, and then they're playing 6 max, so they just bust each other and the stacks get deep. You could, in the 10K, you just have people not putting money in,
Yeah.
and you're more likely to be playing 8-handed the whole time in the beginning.
Yeah.
Like see right now, they're playing 4 or 5-handed,
Yeah.
so the stacks are just gonna get deep.
Well, here we go, Bill. Yeah,
Mine's
take one
not
off.
done with king high.
Yo, check this out.
Check.
Seems like a very good spot for Winter to want to check back. You pick up that wheel
New
equity,
shipment.
2 overs. Ace Queen can still be the best hand.
New shipment for the.
Have to be worried about Klein having perhaps some sort of 3 or a 5 that would absolutely not be folding here on the turn.
Does check back, 6 on the river.
This is really a wonderful card for Klein to try and represent. Rather than check down king high, I'd love to see a bet here. He has all the 4s in his
Put on
range.
ESPN,
He's
like
got all the trips.
Bud Light.
Crank beers. It's just solid.
Come on, Bill, take this thing away.
You could just,
I could.
10 seconds.
no, I know you're
He checks. Winner happy to check back and happy to show down ace high. Happy to have it be
The
good.
best drunk performance I ever put on, sadly, was just in the back room of Aria.
No, it wasn't. It was on number 18 at
Oh,
Red
yeah,
Light
that
Bay
was-
in the dark
Yeah, that was
with your shirt off. Fairly cold outside as well. Birdie, stiff.
fucking knocked. I played pretty decent that day.
Yeah, you played really good. Actually.
But no, I was saying it was me and
You had the pancake platter going.
Scott Ball was just feeding me and Jason whiskey and playing cash game, and it was like couldn't even see. I was just calling rivers with like 6 high and winning.
We were told about that cash game
Right.
from
Yeah, I
really
heard a lot of-
everybody involved. That
lot of
3-handed
stories.
game between Kuhn, Petrangelo, and Scott Ball.
He's been playing. You know it's serious when Kuhn's drinking.
He'll have a nice spirit from time to time.
No, but I mean like playing big cash.
No, I understand. Yeah.
He take a big to that head? He looks like he shaved
Cleaned it up.
He cleaned it up all the way down.
Klein limping in with the king, queen of hearts. It's been a quiet Ali Imsirovic thus
sucks.
far.
Looks like me.
Well,
It's
he's
awesome
just
I can play
handcuffed
with
with
Yeah.
Even shorter than
Got
I
it
am.
with
Yeah, yeah.
I
his
don't know.
seat, his
She's out.
spot.
The days I was talking about.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Just on the-
She doesn't. She's out on shadow because they don't have women's tees, so she hates it. Because they
turns
just
the
used to like
flush
tee it
draw.
up in the fairway or whatever at Shadow, and it's just kind of like
Check.
she felt like she was being annoying. But I think Cascada has women's tees, right?
I don't remember, but I would assume
If she's-
90-something% of courses do.
Are we
I'm
gonna
gonna give
try
her
to
the
steal
first
this one?
look.
I don't blame him.
Shadow.
He's been checked to twice.
Shadow doesn't have
Try and tell a story that he's got some sort of
Shortest
7
tee on
or
Shadow
9.
like
I don't
6,000.
remember teams being too far up.
Obviously, whenever he gets
Does
called,
that-
he's
yeah,
going
they
to
might
have
do
to
the same thing.
reconsider things on
I would
various
be shocked
rivers.
if Cascada
This
does
may
it,
not
but
be
that's
one of
more
them.
of like a
Aces and
destination course, right?
queens now
Not
for
necessarily private.
Klein.
What's the vibe there?
Gin for Klein. He cannot fold his hand now.
Public, but
Nice
Amazing.
shutdown,
Yeah.
I think, by
I mean
Ali.
the vibe in terms of like, it's all guests, it's all public and guests all the time, or
Yeah, but like, you know.
they have their regulars though. But yeah,
I'm just saying it makes a place like Shadow makes sense not to have ladies, you know.
not really. I mean,
Well,
because
I just mean
you could put like
the way the vibe is, right? Like,
yeah, yeah, I suppose. They don't allow women or minorities there, so. You know.
Was he too short?
Huh?
When you said minority, is the guy too short or what?
what's the shortest tees on Shadow?
Say again?
What's the
I'm
shortest?
5'10". Oh,
how far are the
Show me
farthest
with
up
ace king.
tees at Shadow?
I'm going to say 65.
That's what I'm saying.
Really?
They don't have anything. Yeah,
Sasha
you
can
gotta.
hit bombs. She can play
65 is long, dude. For
I'm not
for-
kidding. If that's, I was playing so bad, I wound up actually quitting playing there because it's
Yeah,
like
I
I can't read it. Couldn't reach anything in
65
regulation.
is long. Yeah.
I think
For-
the ladies
Those are the
tees at
shortest
Dragon
tees,
48.
65?
Yeah,
500?
Yeah,
Shadow's no
Unbelievable.
joke. I've never played
They don't
because,
use
well,
ladies
Yeah,
tees
you
at
can't
Shadow.
afford to get
You
in.
know,
They wouldn't let
or-
you in
Sasha
there.
doesn't
Right.
Elias
go
with
there
king
because of
Well, the
queen.
backs
It's a dress
are
code there.
76.
Yeah,
77.
7
the backs that they actually let people play are like 76, right? And then if they have, I think that the tour can get up to like 78.
Yeah,
they have
I
a
think
couple.
They got a
yeah.
couple that they can go at. Yeah.
10 seconds.
And it's 78, and the rough is like 4 times as long as we ever play.
Have you ever walked back there? I've actually done that. I've gone back just to check it out, and you go.
And Elias
I
is
don't-
gonna
I
run
can't
into
even
it
see
again.
anything.
It's
Can't
so
even see
fun.
the fairway.
It's pretty funny when the caddies explain to you like how bad they shredded that place when they play. They're like, see this spot here? This guy hit hybrid. And
Darren
I'm like,
Elias will be all in and at risk with king queen against Nick Schulman's ace king.
Yeah, brutal spot for Elias. Right around 10 bigs. Gets the king and the queen. What are you going to do? Sticks it in. Bad news, but we're still about 25% to win the pot.
Elias on the ropes. Ace, 9, 9. It's looking dim, it's looking dark for Darren Elias. And it's looking over for him. Elias out in 6. The Bet MGM Poker Ambassador will
there
take on
was
$51,250.
no shenanigans in that one.
31 points in his third
See, like,
final
10
table of
on
the
the
series.
Yeah, Elias just keeps knocking on the door at the
When
final
they
table.
first did
Still
the
looking
remodel
for
about
a
7,
win
9 years ago,
at the Millions, but
it wanted a pro
the
to set
consistency
record, so
keeps
they
him in
opened it up
contention
right after the Las
for
Vegas
that cup when it's
Invitational.
all said and done.
I'm sorry.
He'll hop in
Buttons.
event number 6, which is
And
running
Darren
right
forgot
now
his
on the
phone.
outside, and try and reach another final table.
They right after the LVI, they invited like a dozen of
You
the
know,
top
this
pros
is the
that were
PokerGo
selling
Cup.
down.
Just
Paid them
FYI.
an appearance
It's not
money. They
Stairway
wanted
to
set the
Millions.
course
Oh,
record.
so that somebody.
What'd I
sick
say?
would just-
Stairway
He's
to
looking
Millions.
for a win at the
Some
Millions. I
big
mean,
game
maybe
with it,
next
you know.
year he'll be looking
is
for a
it?
win at the Millions.
Well, we'll
They went out
redo
that
that one.
day. The course
that one in
record
post.
My
was-
bad. I'm looking at these notes. I'm seeing Stairway.
It
I
was
got the
just
Stairway
Part of
on
it
my
was,
mind. I listened to
obviously, those
Zeppelin
guys
this
weren't
morning. I mean,
giving
what,
There
it
we go.
what do you want
100%.
out of
They'd
me?
probably been out partying after the tournament and all
Right.
that kind of stuff. But even still,
Course record was 2 over par where?
at Shadow Creek, when
day
they
of it.
reopened, when they first reopened after the remodel, they got the pros to go out there, about a dozen pros, and they were kind of hoping somebody should, 4, 5, 6 under.
You have like 1.2, right? I have
Yeah.
1.3.
Thank you.
What hole is the? It's like a slight dogleg right with all the forest on the right, and it goes up. It's elevated. It's on the
2,
front
I
9.
think.
No, that's over. It's over a valley.
If you're talking about the one that has the lake on the
10
left,
seconds.
Might be a lake on the left, and it
and
goes
then it
up.
goes
that
all the way up, that's number 3.
3 or 4 something.
3.
160?
It's like a.
Even from the forward tees. I mean, it's, my God, I'm hitting 3-wood to lay up to a wedge
For me, it's like
on the second, for my third shot.
I need to just like I need to hit driver every time and try to take as much off. And my caddy's telling me these guys are just bombing hybrid or like 4-iron on the right, or a flip wedge. It's insane.
Yeah. But the next nice thing is the next hole, which is a par 5 that comes back around the other side of the lake that kind of goes.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an easy par 5.
It should be. I think I've hit it in either the.
See how things stand on the leaderboard. Klein still the chip leader. Winter right there. Schulman right there.
Yeah.
Imsirovic in 5th. Nick Petrangelo in 4th. Thank you all so much for joining us across our various platforms. Let us know in the chat where you're watching us from. You know we have an international audience, and we appreciate every single one of you, especially Brent, when you click that thumbs up button. Yeah.
Come on, baby. Start clicking. We got to get to at least 500 thumbs up. Appreciate all of you guys on YouTube, Facebook, and of course Twitch, and our very own PokerGO.
I know it is easy, but that tee shot just doesn't fit my eye at all. I just can't handle it.
Klein with ace queen.
Which one?
I wonder if they would take me out to Shadow Creek.
Like
no, probably
you know,
not.
I'd just be a.
Probably not.
I would caddy. I don't even need the
ledge.
green.
Yeah, it's like
well,
I
you'd
said,
be a
it's an easy
terrible
par
caddy
5 even
compared to the
for
ones
me.
they have
You have an
there.
insane
Well,
amount of space. Even if you hit like the car path on
debatable.
the right, you're just under the
Not
trees
really.
and you
I'm
just
pretty
like-
good.
Pretty
I
objective.
caddy. You know, I know these
Yeah,
greens.
but I hit it in the lake.
You said
every
you've never
time.
been to Shadow.
But I've read about it a lot. I've studied the course online. Put it in the solver.
Yeah. Do you solve for caddy?
Little CTO, you know, caddy theory out there.
Oh.
That's a thing, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
That's good.
Ask Bryson DeChambeau.
No, Bryson. If,
Runs a lot
if
of
that was a
sims.
thing,
Right.
Bryson would be doing it. Schulman with the ace-deuce of hearts.
Yeah, and
with about 25 bigs in the small
sort
blind
of questioning
facing Joe
what's
Klein's
best
open.
against Bill.
310.
He goes with the small 3-bet. 310,000.
Hard to fault him with the suited wheel ace. Try and put a lot of pressure on Bill in hopes that he could be light. And he would open wide from time to time, and you get some folds pre-flop.
Can I?
Even for the
Go ahead and
times he
use
does
that
have a
box.
hand like ace queen,
Did I
ace
need
jack,
to be
king
sitting?
queen, you're
Come in,
hoping
can I
Bill
just
would
come
simply
over here?
just call, at least give yourself a chance to see a flop. And here it is. Nick now can sort of narrow down the range of hands that Klein would open and then call a raise with. I think he's got that pretty zeroed in.
Jack 7-7, one heart, 720K in the pot. Schulman with 910K behind.
And it gets slippery because these stacks
Same
all
box, or I can
really
use
are
this box?
relatively short. Let's watch
cool.
Schulman navigate and try and pick this thing apart. Beautiful little downsizing, 140,000. Just hoping that Bill would miss the flop and give up on it right now. And if Klein does call, Schulman will be pretty sick to his stomach. Only way he'll continue on the turn is if another heart shows up.
375.
Oh, and Klein
baby
raising to 375,000.
Bill.
That instantly
Ooh,
gets
boy.
the job
That's
done.
a decent hand.
Sticky Bill. Sticky Bill.
Nice hand.
They call you Sticky Bill or just Sticky?
And that just
He
puts
called me
Schulman right down at the bottom of the leaderboard now. He's back to 15 bigs, a little slap on the hand.
That was moderately sticky.
Klein.
Bill Klein finished in 4th in event number 4 yesterday for about 98K, 98 points in the race for the Cup. Donates all of his winnings to charity. A lot of winnings, almost $6 million out of Laguna Hills, California, playing today for the Shea Center for Therapeutic Riding. Mentioned them earlier, shaycenter.org. Also for the Orangewood Foundation, which offers foster and community youth assistance with a variety of services. Check them out, orangewoodfoundation.org.
I understand. You should have seen me at the final table yesterday. I was whimpering.
He was the victim of set over set against Kerry Katz.
Oof, boy, what a cooler that was. We saw a lot of coolers yesterday.
And we see Ali opening here with the Queen Jack. Petrangelo with King Nine of Hearts in the small blind.
He's already folded.
No, I am not folded. Reach for those cards. You
Yeah,
can
no,
both
no.
call you Lefty from now on.
Yeah.
You'll be known as Lefty.
770.
But now he's folding.
How did you do that? How did you know?
Always have to be wary of that guy, Imsirovic.
Yeah, we're not used to
PokerGO
seeing
Tour
him with very few chips at these final tables, but you mentioned it at the top of the show because they played so late into the night, the levels kept on creeping up, trying to reach the final six.
That was for the boys.
Nobody was able to really build a pile.
Almost called me a pussy yesterday because of the way I played that ace king.
What?
I saw that.
Which ace king?
Everybody saw that.
Which ace king?
I had ace king against.
You didn't seem like a pussy yesterday to me, Bill.
No, he opens with pocket nines instead of shoving with ace king. I limp call and small bet, and then I was so frustrated. I was so sure he had ace 10 that I just couldn't make a move. I got weenied about it all day.
King 7 for Klein and limps in ace 7 suited for Imsirovic.
Now, we've been talking a lot of golf here, Jeff. The boys talking about Shadow Creek and their experiences. On Bill Klein's, I'll call it his jacket or his pullover, there's a logo, a brand. Do you know? And don't answer because I want the chat to chime in. Just let me know what that brand is. See what you know about golf, if you know anything. Keep an eye out on Bill's jacket. When you get a chance, chat, check it out.
We'll get a better look.
There's a little logo there.
Yeah.
What is that brand?
Funny. Is he coming today?
I assume he'll show up if I am like heads up.
Okay, I have an idea, but I won't say anything.
Yeah, don't say anything. Yeah.
He's biting like everybody, dude. Everybody.
Oh, really?
We have to put him outside if we have guests. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah. You got, I mean.
But I think it's too late. He's 7.
No, it's not.
Dude, he's 7 years of age.
He's going to live until he's like 13, right?
God willing. Alhamdulillah.
It's not too late. It's just you got the thing that I've learned when she has these clients is like.
There it is. So good. Do you recognize it? The chat's got it. A lot of these guys haven't.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the chat.
Okay. It's like a magic.
Well, what is it? Do you know what that is?
A shark.
That's a shark.
Yeah, so it's a Greg Norman brand.
It is Greg Norman. I wasn't sure if you were familiar with the great white shark.
That is reversible.
Greg Norman.
It's just a bit of a grind.
I've interviewed Greg Norman before.
Get out of here.
Dude.
Really?
Yeah.
As a kid, he was my hero.
Oh, he was an icon.
Yeah. Still have one of those straw like hats that he had, the Greg Norman hat.
He's kind of.
And then you like try to calm him down, and you're like, oh.
Yeah, and then he's calm, and then he hangs out for a while. But then at some point, they get up and he like nips.
When you do that, you give him like reinforcement that what he did was like good.
Yeah, I am tough.
Yeah.
Holland?
Show it then. We're gonna see it anyway. Show one?
No, I mean like I'm only getting called by better.
So I think what you're supposed to do is when you. So she taught our dog already this one where when she starts jumping on people or getting bitey or whatever, just say like away, and then they go 10 feet away from you, and they toss them a treat. So then they know like the space was rewarded. And you can even do it. You're crazy. Like away, go to your place.
John in the YouTube chat. Commentators should always read chat for our insights. I agree. That's why we keep up.
Of course.
7 or 6.
I love the guys in the chat. Have they told us where they're tuning in from yet? Where are you guys
I
at?
probably just totally missed that.
Did you not read any location?
My bad. I'm going back up to it now. Here we go. Arizona, New Jersey,
Oh, there we
Jamaica,
go. Jamaica.
London, Monterey, Melbourne.
Wow.
Good day, mate.
Speaking of Greg Norman.
Cuervo from Texas. Berlin, Germany, Serbia, Tunisia, Bosnia, the home of Imsirovic.
The Bosnian bandit.
New York,
Imsirovic.
Belgium, Greece, Sydney, Glasgow, Scotland. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Daniel Waters also said, Jeff, how can you work with this guy when he's sober? I'm assuming. Referring to you.
Talking about me, huh?
Yeah.
Why does he think I'm sober?
Right. More rolling in from Portugal, Amsterdam, Kalamazoo. Someone said, I think Ronaldo said, you made him a Bills fan during Doug versus Daniel. He
really?
Says, when are we getting to the Super Bowl?
Oh, man, I'm sorry. I thought maybe it was this year, and then I forgot. Oh, yeah, that's right. We have a way of breaking hearts.
Good game, though.
Yeah, good game, Jeff.
Very entertaining.
Yeah.
So at least you have that.
Oh, it's like 9. It's like 9 back, yeah.
our PokerGO chat, we have Michigan, New York City, LA, London, Ireland, New Brunswick. Yeah, San Antonio area. Nice.
Sorry. You'll see it at home. Bye.
Brings the cards way back. Flings them forward, but with the couldn't.
That's just classic
That's
Sean
just Sean
Winter,
Winter, ladies and
sort
gentlemen.
of his own style, a little sloppy. As Nick Schulman said, he's got his own vibe.
Yeah.
But a great player.
Yeah, Schulman was very complimentary of Winter.
Yeah.
Now his ace-jack.
Have you ever heard Schulman say anything bad about a player?
110.
Like, yeah, this guy sucks.
Oh, on air or off air?
Well, definitely.
No, I haven't heard. I haven't.
Even off air, he really never has too many bad things to say about anybody. And oh boy, some bad things could happen to Sean Winter here.
Petrangelo with queens and starting the hand with 20 bigs. Is this where we see one of those smaller non-all-in 3-bets?
On.
Or all of it.
Winter's got a brutal spot with ace-jack off. Petrangelo, as you said, Jeff, just under 20 big blinds. Winter started the hand with around 30. This is really tough with ace-jack. For chip preservation, and maybe because Ali and Schulman are so short, we consider folding. Ace-queen, he's absolutely calling. Ace-jack, you need to give it some thought. I think that was him over there playing the kazoo. And he
found the fold.
He threw in the muck, yeah.
How close was it?
That was like 100% act, right?
Yeah, I think so. You'd have called.
I don't believe you.
One of those
That's
spots,
awful.
Brent, where if it's early on in the tournament, he makes the
Nah, you
call,
would've
but
done
with
what I
the
did
final
at
table
midnight.
ICM
Yeah,
considerations.
exactly right. The pay jumps, you know, you see these shorter stacks surrounding you.
Come on, man.
Again, you know, the ace-queen, I think we're in there. The ace-jack, we find the fold. It's exactly what Sean Winter did.
See Jonathan Little in the chat. These streams are great. Thanks, PokerGo. Thank you, sir, for tuning
there we
in.
go.
Hope
What's
we
up,
see you out
Jonathan
here
Little?
for the end of the series.
Well, I know he's coming out for the U.S. Poker Open.
Oh, that's what it is. That's right. That's
yeah,
right.
I have a feeling he may get involved with selling a little bit of action over at PocketFives.com. Keep an eye out for that.
Oh, how pretty that is.
And that's where you can buy some of Ali Imsirovic's
Ali
action, I
Imsirovic,
believe.
he listed 5%. In fact, we wish everybody well that has a piece of Ali today at this final table.
Spin that, baby.
And if you're unaware of what that promotion is, sign up for PokerGo right now if you don't have it. Use the promo code SWEAT. Type it in there, SWEAT. You get a little piece of the pie. There it is.
The
Ali.
walk-in, Ali and his
Yeah.
girlfriend Kristen and Jake Schindler just kind of walking along behind him. Oh, that's great. It's not a long walk from home base for Ali and Kristen and for Jake.
Just literally have to come up those stairs.
Wait for it. A little goodbye kiss. There it is.
Little smooch. Yeah, the man is in love. Let's face it.
He and Kristen met at a bar in Florida. Now live together in Las Vegas.
In a bar in Florida.
Yeah.
You thinking about maybe heading down to Florida and finding
Seeing
any
what
bar
happens.
and seeing if you can fall in love?
No comment at this time. But I was taking notes. Yeah.
And I'll get back to that promotion that I was talking about. If you want to sign up for PokerGo for an entire year, use that code SWEAT. And PocketFives.com will put $20 in your Pocket Fives account. Make sure you use the same email there. And you can buy a piece of your favorite players and have some action, just like Ali or just like Jonathan Little or Daniel Negreanu.
Negreanu is still the clubhouse leader for hours played without a cash. Built a big stack again yesterday.
600 total, Nick?
Yes. 595 if that affects your calculation.
Would you have to check his snap call?
StormX, PokerGo's exclusive cryptocurrency partner. See the StormX Invitational here in March.
What is it? I think it's 1.
10 seconds.
Jack 10 offsuit for only on the button.
135.
Well, he's not going to pass on this spot. In fact, he sizes it up. 135.
With Schulman as short stack in the big blind, perhaps limiting some of his potential defense.
Yeah, Schulman would be less inclined to take a flop light. And, oh, boy, how about a premium?
Looks down at the ace-king of clubs.
Oh, how pretty is that? Up the puppy paw variation as well.
All of it. Quick fold by Ali.
I've decided that if I'm going to get ace-king suited, I want it to be of clubs.
Why
I
is
just
that?
love the clubs kind of together, the ace, the king on the graphics. I love that puppy paw formation.
You don't like the spades?
I like it more than the spades, the diamonds, and the hearts. I love the clubs.
That's cool.
Yeah. Something about them, Jeff.
Very insightful.
You know? And the great players will tell you the same thing.
Some broadcasters get to work with Nick Schulman. I'm here with that.
Well, Nick's the one that told me about the clubs.
Okay. Yep.
Take a lot of notes from Nick.
Jack 10 offsuit in the small blind.
Oh. Think so? What's 1.5 or 1.65? Huh? What's 1.5 or
10 seconds.
1.7?
Call.
Limson here. Petrangelo 10-7 off.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
What's the fucking difference?
Fair point.
Enter.
King 6-3, 2 clubs. Schulman with the jack of clubs.
Yeah, I mean.
Check.
Are you gonna start ripping jackies?
Petrangelo will stab here.
Choice, right?
And Nick, you know, we talked about this the last time they played, understands that there are certain hands where Petrangelo, when checked to, just has to bet. Those with essentially 0 equity, right? No pair, no draw at the moment. And Schulman believes that his hand is good enough to want to continue the backdoor clubs, the jack and the 10 for the times that we're not up against anything. And here, Petrangelo actually picks up a wonderful candidate to maybe consider firing a second shell, fully understanding what hands and sorts of holdings Schulman can be check calling with. Would it ever be a 6? Yeah, maybe. A 3, sure. A king? Okay. Maybe. I also think Schulman may bet a king on the flop rather than check calling, given how, well, lack of depth there are to these stacks.
Palm extension.
140.
140.
He will fire one more time. And that probably just ends this.
Yeah, really nothing at all that Schulman can do. He picks up no favorable turn cards into the muck. Great play by Petrangelo. From 0 to hero sort of thing in that hand.
Making a run at it in event number 5 of the PokerGO Cup. You look at the leaderboard for the 2022 PGT and you find Nick Petrangelo's name on top, and those wins in the Stairway to Millions 50K and 100K will sure help the cause. Almost $1.8 million in winnings, 845 points, more than double second place.
Just destroying right now at the moment. Long ways to go, obviously, on the PGT. And, you know, I'm going to say this, I think, on every single show because it's very important, but what the PokerGO Tour is offering to the world's best players is unheard of. You're getting $50,000 of sweetener here. You take the trophy and that bonus cash. We do the same thing for the U.S. Poker Open. We do it again for the Poker Masters. It's $150,000 in prize money. How about this? In December for the PGT, the Tour Championship, the final 6 on the leaderboard will qualify to play a 6-handed $500,000 free roll winner take all. A whopping $650,000 will be going out to the players this year. Haven't even mentioned the rake-free first buy-in when you're on time for the majority of events as well.
See why the players love playing here.
They do. I mean, you give them the best atmosphere in the world to play in inside the studio. You pile on the incentives. Just like Petrangelo's piling on a 3-bet here, committing himself with pocket 6s.
While giving himself an out, just in case Bill Klein woke up with the
Isaac
goods.
Haxton. Who's that? 32-second announced raise.
I know. I thought it would last a little bit longer with the count. That was like the quickest count I ever got in my life.
Well, you just said it, what his number was.
No, not him. I'm just like, it was like on the clock, you know, usually.
Yeah, it's just you said 700 before you raced.
But that's
But everyone uses the trick where you ask the account anyway, and then you get an extra 3 seconds.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Really?
I'm not allowed to do that.
Some clock manipulation.
No, I didn't know that was happening.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know you could.
As soon as you get the count, like what is she supposed to do? What do you mean?
Well, that was like,
You know what I'm saying, right? I wasn't shooting it.
There's a funny one where a guy was covered like 8x and asked for a count. Like, you know that one?
Yeah.
I think as soon as the count's in, start.
Dude, this is not something you should talk about.
you made it a conversation. But I'll,
100.
No, I mean, you're the #1 clock user in the room.
even more than Sean Perry?
Perry on towards the bubble will take a very long time, supposedly using up the whole clock for each decision. Klein with ace-queen here in the small blind.
Well, at least Perry's open about it, saying all he wants to do is first get into the money. So he'll do whatever it takes, any little slimy or weasel maneuver to get in there. And those clock, those time extensions are there for a reason. How about Klein here, just calling with ace-queen? Has he opened up the door for Ali Imsirovic to try and slam through with ace-9? Probably feels he has the best hand. Wow.
Fantastic laydown.
That was really, really impressive to fold ace-9 there, and I mean that. I think the experience playing with Bill Klein, understanding that he may flat there stronger out of the small blind than most players on a very tight range. Obviously, as we can see that exactly with ace-queen.
looks like Imsirovic has saved his tournament life where plenty of players.
It seems that way, right? I mean,
Busto.
ace-9 had to be really close to squeezing and moving it all in there over top of a Petrangelo button open, which is seemingly a little bit wide. King-10, very reasonable, of course, but again, it was just Klein flat calling.
And Klein with the big check raise here. Taking down this spot.
Not my fault.
Maintaining that chip lead.
Got it.
Heard the voice of tournament director Paul Campbell.
Hold up.
They'll raise the blinds
Do the push.
Oh, okay.
to 30K, 60K. And
Oh,
we'll
wait, sorry,
check out
what's, the stock out?
what's going on in event number 6. Another $25,000 buy-in. Another stack field. We see Darren Elias, who just jumped back into the mix, and Brent once again. We see the 2021 PokerGO champion. That would be Daniel Negreanu. There he is, all
He's
decked
back,
out
huh?
in the GG, where he tweeted earlier today, if you want to play tourney poker for a living, it will test your resilience. You'll often have to shift from post-bust-out frustration, picking it up the next day, ready to do it all over again. Last night, went from tilted to fine after a solid workout, and he's had chips in really every single one of these events. It just hasn't translated into a score yet.
And Jeff, you and I can attest to that tilt. You know, we talked to him in our little chat group. He said he was done. He wasn't going to play. He was all pissed off. And, you know, it's amazing what a little sleep will do and get that mind right.
Get some exercise in there. You're big on that.
Well, I'm big on the sleeping part. Maybe have a little dinner and a snack or two.
Time to tune back in to the final table, and Schulman has opened with aces.
Maybe Ali thinking about getting out of line right there with the king deuce suited. He gives Schulman credit for being able to raise light under the gun, trying to represent a monster. Well, nice timing again, Ali, because Schulman has a monster. No bluffing here.
10 seconds. Time extension.
Winter. Very strange spot for a time extension. The Queen 9 of Hearts.
I don't know what winner is using that extension for. I mean, you got 20 bigs facing a min raise.
Wow.
Oh, God.
Whoa. Oh, God.
That's so painful, dude.
Do not, what?
It's very painful, I promise.
What, you have like nothing?
No. No, it's really painful, I swear.
Well, it's going to be more painful when you see what he folded.
The full dub after you time extension.
No, that was like.
I promise, it was very painful, I promise.
Bad read by me.
What, you folded?
I know, I wanted to do something crazy.
Ali did almost go
Yeah.
in.
Ace 9 off
And-
or something?
Nah.
Or ace 8 or something?
Winter folding the
No,
Queen
I
9
mean,
suited in the big versus the min raise.
Which can't be good, by the way. I mean, yeah, I know Schulman is
Just that fucking jack 10 off.
supposedly opening a tighter range there under the gun. Trying to look strong a lot of the time. I mean, you don't think he's raising, you know, Jack 10? Jack 10 suited, Queen Jack suited?
Yeah, like
695 now.
King Queen off?
Schulman
I mean,
frustrated. He thought Winter was just deciding between shoving and
I just couldn't see
defending, but no, Winter landed on the fold option.
yeah, kudos to Winter there, just saying, I'm going to use a time extension, give it extra thought, and then throw this beautiful hand into the muck.
We know Winter's a little different, unique, creative.
150?
And
proved it.
You know, I can't get inside the mind of Sean Winter.
No,
I'll
you
never
cannot.
understand how he operates.
That was painful.
Ali, I saw that little twinkle in his eye.
Yeah.
He was
Dude, you're not
giving
you'd
Schulman
fucking
credit
punch
for
me if you see
being
that
very
fold.
wide there under the gun, trying to
King 8
steal.
off, King 9 off?
No. I
What'd you
said you
fold,
would
bro?
punch me.
I wouldn't punch you.
No,
I mean,
you-
that's a little bit out of line.
There'd be a little bit of respect.
Pocket eights.
What'd you have, ace 3 off,
He
bro?
had eights, dude.
He had 10s, bro. King 10 suited.
Close.
Sean, what'd you have? I have black aces, man. Just tell
Pocket
me.
eights.
It's a big deal.
You just nailed it.
King 10 suit.
Well, that would not be accurate, but it's close to.
I mean,
It's okay. Tell you guys my hands never tell me
I
anything.
had Queen 9 suited.
Come on, dude. It's just out of line to say that. It's okay.
It's the truth. It is the truth.
Lesson learned.
I just felt like flopping top pair and I was going to double you up.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like.
That's wild.
Shulman might actually pull out the real jab and hook here today.
That was a
Buddy, just respect. That's it.
bad feeling.
Shulman still doesn't think he's telling the truth.
No, why would he?
I
I
told
mean,
you
respect to you.
You're about to knock me out. I feel it.
Come on, Sean.
He still thinks like, how dare you even say that? Like, you think I'm going to believe that?
Well, he's trying to. I don't even know if he knows the action is on him now.
I felt like I was flopping.
Yeah, there you go. He's going to look now at his hand and sees Bill
Don't
the
stop
open.
bullshit, man. I have to give this in?
Stop the bullshit.
Next time I'll let you have it back.
Thank you.
I didn't know if I was capable of flopping it straight. I didn't do it.
7-9 off?
I had
7-9 off.
I had
Shulman-
Queen 9 suited.
Come on, man. Stop, dude.
Not every time I pulled that though.
Dude, stop.
It felt like a top pair double.
It's not funny, but it is the truth.
I don't even know if I mind you folding Queen 9 suited. I probably do.
Too bad the bubble wasn't on TV last night.
I know, that would have been great beauty.
It was
They gotta
wild. You
do
can
it-
check
they
out the
gotta
live
do a show
reporting.
where they just like go from the start. more often.
PGT.com. I agree with
Like
Nick.
Super High Roller Bowl is sick.
Yeah,
Just have like the day one.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Yeah.
live.
Yeah, when that got, I mean, that was very deep, you know.
Yeah.
All in?
Like
All
that's
of it.
got to be the best poker TV of the year, right? When they just
has to be.
6:05, feel alive, my dude.
Thank you, sir.
Just gets through. Brent, you're director of programming, right?
Have it
Thank
back.
you.
Yeah.
You can get us some day one coverage in the mix?
Well, I mean,
I saw
we
Super High Roller Bowl Europe's announced.
We certainly can for various events. Unfortunately, for these lengthy
Yeah,
series
Super
like
High Roller
this,
Bowl day one is great coverage. It is.
It's
Fantastic.
like watching
really
a
nothing we
six-match
can
game or
do.
whatever. It's not, you know?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, it's great.
try and get you outer coverage as best we can. Our production
Yeah.
crew's
Just
been
does a really
doing
cool
a great
They've been
job thus
terrific
far.
this
One here,
series.
you know,
Yeah.
because there have been so many like.
Getting you out into the
But
field.
this one here is
When there's no reentry, it's cool, you know?
yeah.
You start 1,000 big blinds deep, all that stuff. No weight red.
One more?
Let's see. You know what? We haven't asked today. We got 5 left, obviously. We can see at the top of the screen. Who are you rooting for today,
Yeah.
folks? You got Klein, you got Ali, you got Winner, you got Schulman, you got Nicky P. Let us know in the chat. Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch. And, of course, our subscribers over on PokerGo.
All
Put it in there. If you haven't done it yet, click that thumbs up. Click that like button. Subscribe everywhere you can, wherever you're watching.
Ali put it in there with the Jack Deuce. Well done.
You gave the tell.
Yeah.
Takes that pot
Ears are
down
going
as
up.
we remind you that a new season of high stakes poker premieres on February 21st on PokerGo. And it features Doyle Brunson, Daniel Negreanu, and Phil Ivey. You can watch it all on PokerGo. Subscribe now so you don't miss an episode. Use the code CUP22 to get a new annual subscription for less than $7 a month.
You ever see Boogie Nights?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about Doyle in that photo with those
With the
aviators, but
shades.
like Boogie Nights comes to mind, you know, the Doyle does Dallas sort of thing. It's got that vibe.
Never compare Doyle with Boogie Nights, but there you go.
A lot of love for Ali, Schulman, Klein. It's pretty spread as far as who people are rooting for at home.
Klein the ace 8 of clubs here after Petrangelo opened.
Call.
Queen 9 suited, baby.
Spades too.
hearts.
It's not funny to say that shit, dude. It's not funny.
Well, what if he's not lying?
Well, I'm assuming you're not lying, so I told the truth.
What if he's not lying? I mean, I don't know, dude. I don't know what I would do with that.
Would you apologize?
Yeah. No, because I'm being genuine.
I was just like, I was just really trying to feel out the deck there.
I would apologize. I do feel, yeah, I feel you. Maybe your deck feels.
I was really, that one, it just really felt like I was just going to get it.
You felt the speeds of the other folds were like in the 9
I believe him, to be honest. Like, I believe that you had queen 9 suited.
I mean, I'm not
Come
folding
on,
every
dude,
time.
come on.
I'm barely folding it.
You're fucking around, eh?
I kind of believe
Well, he's saying he's starting to believe
serious?
Winter.
You swear to, you swear on
Schulman
the
still
Almighty?
says no
I
way.
swear on the Almighty.
I'm being honest. I thought I was flopping top pair and doubling you. I mean, I'm being honest.
It's okay. I'm not going to get freaked out by this. I know you freak a lot of people out. Not me, buddy. Just another day at the office for me, Sean.
I'm so curious.
God, if you had Jack 10 off and you're just running this fucking...
Ace of spades, ace of clubs.
I need to make sure I get that info from somebody.
It doesn't mean I fold it.
All of their
Because you
phones are
see
going to
me
be
fold it,
blowing
doesn't
up.
Okay, I mean, that's a good
I know,
hand
I'm just
against
saying, I
aces.
believe
Like,
you.
it's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You don't believe him, man.
I'm like,
Ali,
say no,
you don't believe him.
I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm
No, I
just
believe
for
it.
my own like sanity, you know.
I think it's 100% true.
Really?
Yeah. I think he's being honest.
Petrangelo believes it now as well. Schulman's still thinking, what in the world?
I suppose.
Oh, Schulman's going to need to take a little walk. When that first break gets here,
no reads on me, my dear.
yeah, take a walk out to the parking lot, burn whatever you got to burn, get that mind right. He's going to lose it here when he finds out that he, in fact, folded queen 9 suited.
My dear.
My do.
No, my dear, I'm saying that.
Oh, you did say
I
that.
am saying that for some reason.
Softening up.
I actually had a very good feeling that I was going to just win, but I can't do it. It would be too much.
You went with it with the threes.
I did. I did.
You
Yeah.
still felt it on the flop. I don't even think you felt dead. You didn't even stand up like you usually do.
What do you mean?
Yeah, he seemed very relaxed after the flop.
Stayed chill on the flop.
I don't do the early moan on the stream.
you would've
That's
stood
only
up on
for
the
the
turn.
outer. Yeah, I keep it together. You know. On the outer, I'm
But
gone.
still, you needed to hit a turn. You didn't stand.
2 clubs. I mean,
And a king. No.
2 clubs. Yeah.
You're out the door on the turn, and
I'm out of here, dude. I'm in the parking lot.
call me if I hit.
Final 5 guaranteed $82,000, 30K pay jump from 5th to 4th.
It might have been a fold. I don't care.
Ali's got a good one here off 11 bigs. Not just the ace of spades, but the king of spades as well.
140.
Make it 140.
You had like 6?
675.
Jack 10 of spades for Schulman in the small blind off 10 bigs.
Oh, and he knows Ali can come with some wider ranges here as opens as he did last orbit. Schulman's got a pretty one. He may go with it unless he finds that little gut check inside for whatever reason. Now he's going to stick it in.
He is going to go with it.
All right.
He is going to be behind. And he is going to be the one at risk. Looks like Ali is Nick slightly covered.
You have less than me?
Nick is holding his mouth shut. He's afraid of what's going to come out if Sean
super close, right?
Winter says anything.
I'll take a chop.
No, I'm kidding.
You will?
You have spades?
Interesting.
He has spades as well.
Yeah, I like your hand, so I would definitely take a chop right now.
Show me
You like
about
my
a 2
hand?
to 1
I don't know
dom.
why, but yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ali feeling it.
I feel like
For
it should
Schulman.
be allowed.
I'm ready to pay this, man.
I'm ready to collect.
This just worked for you so many times. Right?
Let's see the flop. 10-8 deuce. Perhaps Ali was right.
I might get that chop as
It could
well.
go club.
How?
Club club?
Club,
Wow.
baby. That wasn't on your radar yet?
Come on, Nick. You do this sometimes. You broadcast
He's
poker
not focused
sometimes.
on that.
Turn into 7.
He's just focused on nothing Broadway.
No chops now. If Schulman dodges an ace or a king, he has doubled up. River card. It's the 5 of clubs. And there is that double up for Nick Schulman.
Yeah, I have 40K left.
Once again, back in business, up to 1.4 million for Shulman, and Ali is just decimated
you want to
down
count
to
this
40K.
first, like just to make sure?
Yeah, I just
3, 6, 35.
Ali just had that feeling.
Yeah, he did. You know, he sort of willed it into the universe. I think Shulman was surprised by that as well. Says, "Okay, my dear, I'll take a I'll take a win.
Take a double."
Not a lot of people beat Ali in all-in situations. Shulman, he brought the thunder today.
You're just chill as can be, and you're all in for solid, and you're just shake. It's not fun, huh? You've seen enough broadcasts?
No, I mean, yeah. It wasn't like I thought I was going to win the 3s, you know? It's just, what am I going to do? Stand up and fucking take the mic off? I might win.
And that's what remains in front of Ali Imsirovic. A beautiful watch and about 8 chips.
Ali wondering, do we just go now, or do we wait for the big blind the next hand? If he sticks it in now, he qualifies for that ante, of course, in the middle.
Yeah, and he is going to go with it. Schulman the 10-9 of hearts. Schulman will call. Petrangelo with the ace-deuce of clubs in the small blind with 15 bigs. He's in as well. Klein with 3s in the big blind. Ace 9-8 going to be difficult for Imsirovic. A glimmer of hope by flopping the gut shot.
At least he's got some sort of equity.
That's right. It's probably not quite 21%.
Yeah, I guess the backdoor diamonds.
No.
That can't be right. That's all right. Schulman loves the 9. Doesn't think there's too many aces out there. Nicky P's going to give him the bad news now. A little call. Of course, could have some sort of draw. Klein thinking, well, maybe I'll do a little crab hunting on my stroll at the beach. Looking for some sort of tray. Be surprised if Klein flicks it in. Obviously, not getting the best price to try and hit a 2-outer and a 4-way pot, but he says to hell with it.
So
I'm going to put it in.
Some chips, and Ollie's like, alrighty then. I would love a 7. Or a diamond.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
You're good.
Can Ali find a way here with a diamond or a 7 on the river? Meanwhile, we have 3 other players in this pot.
Ali has no idea how potentially good a shape he's in. that 6 of diamonds, and of course any 7.
River card is the jack. Petrangelo's hand is best. And Ali's day is done.
And Ali really just never could get anything going
25.
today. Came in a little strapped. And look at this bet. This is for value. I believe by Nick Schulman. Perhaps thinks he's got the best 9. The other, you know, the flip side, having a 10 in his hand, I think he might be able to sort of merge here, right? It's maybe once in a while for value, but also trying to fold out Ace X, given how thin this is. That is just beautiful stuff.
That's going to work for Nick Schulman.
Oh man, I wish I just had a jack. Nice time.
Thanks.
We say good game to Ali Imsirovic.
Have fun.
I'll tell you what, that was dirty, man,
that was
by Nick Schulman right there on the river. It
game,
took me a moment to recognize the value of that 10.
You know,
Able to rep that sort of straight. The sizing just looks so value-y, right? You put that Ace X that Petrangelo had right in the toilet, and it was flushed.
bravo, well done.
So 49 more points for Imsirovic. Puts him at 81. Still a ways behind, but still 3 events left to go. He could still make a run at this thing. Meanwhile, look at our final 4. Bill Klein, the chip leader, almost 2.3 million. Nick Schulman has jumped into 2nd. Sean Winter in 3rd. Nicky P in 4th. About 100 bigs on the table.
What do you have now?
Schulman, the Jack 10 of spades, and Nick Petrangelo on the button with 2 red aces.
1.65.
I have 1, 2, 6, 5.
Thank you.
Now, Jeff.
The super small 3
Super
bet.
small, and this is for value here, Jeff.
Thank you, thank you.
$200.
Now Schulman thinking, what is going on here?
No, he thinks he's up against 2 aces. Like, what are you doing, Nicky?
What did you start the hand with?
8.
Thank you.
Starting the hand with 13 bigs.
Just such a great price to flick in 80,000 and try and
with this
smash
hand,
the board.
80 and the 470. Time extension used for an additional 30 seconds to act. Says, yeah, let's put some chips in. Let's see, 3. 550K in the pot. Petrangelo with about 600K behind. Seven, deuce, 1 spade.
Nicky trying to extract as much as he can. That little 7 of spades is enticing, but I think Nick really just knows.
Petrangelo is so shallow.
Here. Yeah, you know, Petrangelo is the ultimate short stack, which Nick immediately said 200 right away. If you've got ace king, ace queen, you're just moving it in. When you've got aces or kings, you're doing this. And, you know, Nicky is also sick and twisted where he can have a variety of just unorthodox, ridiculous bluffs in these spots. But, yeah.
Ace 4 off.
There you go.
Like those kinds
right.
of.
Trip 7s, Nick?
What did you have, king jack?
I actually had trip 7s, but.
No, this Nick.
Yeah, no, I know. No, I had a.
Well, the chat came after you a little bit, but I really like this from 00 Govan. He says, mash the like button for the 2 total zeros on the broadcast, Jeff Platt and Brent Hanks. That's pretty good. Thank you for liking the stream.
I do enjoy that.
Much appreciated. Thank you. Thank you.
Make sure you do like and continue to like. Click those thumbs up. I will make many, many more mistakes throughout the entire duration of the series. Jeff, well, yeah, he will too.
41 entries in this one, creating a prize pool of $1,025,000 in our PokerGO chat. Norman Chad says, if I hadn't stopped at Eddie World for cashews and dried mango, this event would have had 42 entries.
Hello, Norman Chad. I didn't see him. When did he join us?
I don't know when that was, but happy that he's here.
Love it.
And then some. Cassius Merck says, get back in your cage, Norman. WSOP doesn't start for months. Norman says, friendly chat, see ya. So hopefully Norman is still with us. Don't worry about Cassius Merck. He does not speak for the rest of us. And Norman's just getting warmed up for the series.
Yeah, he is. He'll be back, we think. Saw Norman actually playing poker the other day.
What?
Some stream, and he bluffed a bunch of people with a
that's
missed
right,
flush
in
draw as a weird pot, but Norman got it done. Nice to see him out there actually playing and having fun.
He's been running some sims.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely been studying and in the lab. Very prolific no-limit hold'em player.
A lot of results.
Just last week, he figured out the difference between a straight and a flush. So he's come a long ways.
Schulman defends.
Check.
Ace 8-7 gutter for him. Aces for Klein. Schulman not going anywhere quite yet. Blank on the turn.
Yeah, you can't really fault Schulman for wanting to take one off there. There's a lot of scenarios where, obviously, we can bury the nuts and find a double up, but for the times Bill Klein would be bluffing, he'd bet the flop and oftentimes check back on the turn, opening up a door on the river for Nick to feel inclined to bluff. Hence, this check is phenomenal by Bill Klein. You know, Nick, is part of the plan, I think, is going to read weakness into this check. I mean, think about the turn card. That changes absolutely nothing. So I think for Klein, just a remarkable check back that might get him a little action on the river.
Especially with a 10 and
yeah,
Schulman's
Nick
hand.
will feel inclined to bluff in this spot.
Ooh, sizable too. $450,000.
Klein doesn't love it, wondering what just happened. Did he make a straight, somehow have 2 pair? Obviously the 9-10 gets there. Klein has a blocker, has a 9 in his hand if he's thinking about that.
Time extension used for an additional 30 seconds to act. will pick that bluff off. With the ace-9 and will extend his chip lead.
Thought you were mucking for a second. That would have been a sick call.
The pain is real.
Yeah, Schulman, the pain is real indeed. He's down to 800,000 now,
check.
13 bigs, and there it is,
You
the check on
slippery
the turn.
Bastard.
All I could kept hearing
Think you didn't make aces
all I
up?
kept hearing in my head was sticky with the ace, sticky with the ace.
You had a big hand.
Should have jammed.
Ooh, that would have been spicy.
I don't know, Nick. Maybe not. Might have still gotten called.
It's going to be, I think it was like 1.2 before I posted.
King 10 of diamonds for Winter on the button with 20 bigs.
Yeah, $1 million back.
Again, a strange spot for Winter to use a time extension.
I don't know. I mean, I'm done trying to understand anything that Sean Winter is doing at the table.
350. 350.
And even here.
Makes it about 6 bigs. Schulman has ace-10 in the small blind.
Yeah, and he's, I assume ace-10 is probably
Yep.
just getting in there for Schulman. It's good
Let's
enough.
go.
He sees
We need
Winter
a gun.
do this stuff.
Yep.
It's almost identical to
You
what
wanna
we
count?
saw in the bubble yesterday.
Oh, I thought you had like 7. I mean, yeah. I thought you had way less than that.
You gotta go 8-10.
It's almost paused. Does make the call, and here we go. And Nick Schulman in fantastic shape to double up here.
I thought you had 700.
I mean,
Wait.
Well, I mean, I got scared for a
I
second. It was
understand what you're
1.2.
Yeah, yeah, no, I understand.
Winter would be down to about 6 bigs if he lost this pot. See the flop on the big screen on the wall. 10-4 deuce.
We got it in
Schulman's
anyway
10.
with a slow play.
Being the better one. Winter looking for a king, backdoor diamonds.
So 8-10?
8-10, pay it, son.
Turn card. 4 spades.
Wow.
We
Some
got
chop
4
outs.
there. 5. Well, let's get these.
With that remaining 10
Those are 10
or
for a
4. A king would bust Schulman. There's a 3. There's the double up for Schulman again.
Yeah, he's just been swinging back and forth. The left, the hook, the right hook, the uppercut. And he'll take one on the chin and fall back down, but he keeps on getting back up.
Hey, see?
And Winter now is our short stack.
7.
He is down to what I believe is 6 big blinds.
8, 10.
Winter entered the day second in chips. Now fourth with 4 left. Final
Back to my
4,
comfort zone.
guarantee $112,750. About a 50K pay jump from 4th to 3rd. Let's see where that sets us. Bill Klein, about half the chips in play. Nick Schulman back to 2nd place. Mickey B in 3rd, Sean Winter in 4th.
You got to give your, take your hat off and give credit to Bill Klein. Came in as the chip leader. He has never really fallen from that mark. He's just been steady all day. He picked off that big bluff a moment ago by Nick Schulman. And he's the only one, I guess, Jeff, that hasn't had some sort of ridiculous swing to their stack.
Couldn't just have 9.
120.
120.
with at least an ace, Schulman makes it 120,000. And Petrangelo is in the small blind. The queen jack, a little less than 20 bigs.
Yeah, that is not necessarily a tight fold. It's more of an awareness of Winter being so short and going to have to be all in, or at least committed in just a couple of hands. It is just queen jack overall. And how about this? Klein now, he has to dance.
Yeah.
Ace-6 of hearts is what it is for Schulman. King in the window, king 9-6 pairs for both. Klein with top pair.
Just bottom pair for Schulman. You know, for the times we bet and get called, we're okay, feeling like we've got a little bit of equity on later streets. And he can just, you know, I think against Klein, he feels sort of in control of this hand. Maybe try and get the showdown. Perhaps now we deny a little equity if we still feel that the 6 is out in front, yet vulnerable. How about Klein checking twice here?
Deuce on the river.
Well, he's got to feel good about that king now. Maybe now we try and get a little bit of value. And Schulman again, you know, slippery bill. If we just think he can be bluffing, sometimes you got to pay him the money whenever you've got a pair. Schulman, despite, you know, carefully putting his chip stack together, is considering maybe folding here. Thinking, all right, Bill, well, what have you done? Are you trying to bluff me off right now? This little pair that I've got? There it is. Let me see it.
In the
Pay him the money.
Klein will collect more chips.
I'm a station.
Bill,
station.
Bill Klein's third cash, the 2022 PGT. Cashed the 15K at Stairway to Millions. Finished 4th just yesterday in event number 4 at the PokerGO Cup.
Nice, man.
Klein just taking it to these little whippersnappers. Certainly don't fault Schulman there, paying him off.
Hassan in the chat, Hanks was watching a final table of yours before this and had to check twice whether it was really you. You sure were on the treadmills that time.
This time.
Meaning I was a little thinner?
Maybe that's what he meant.
Or was I breathing heavily? Or perhaps the calves just look good.
Yeah.
Very muscular legs.
True athlete, really.
Yeah.
Let's take you inside the numbers here at the PokerGO Cup. 343 entries, more than $4 million in prize money awarded. 4 unique event winners. We're gonna make it 5 after today. 2 mildly interesting commentators. So we get downgraded a little bit from above average, I think, to mildly interesting. But perhaps also a bit more accurate was that assessment.
Can I get a shove through at this point?
Yeah.
No, I mean, like, you keep calling when I'm...
Yeah, I mean, it's possible, definitely.
Oh, you can, yeah, Sean's got
Not
6
calling
bigs to
any
start
suit
the
here,
hand. He's got fold equity. Watch Nick not even look and just put it in.
Off.
Yeah.
All right, my dear.
Going to go with it.
My dear. How much? My whole dear.
Schulman with the A6.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Give him a pause. Okay.
Well, he's going to call. He knows it's, you know, 7, 8 bigs at most. A6 is
Show me the 9
his home.
Oh, my God. Come on. I'm pretty low.
Winter all in and at risk.
That's the grinder's favorite hand. I happen to know that.
This is the can
Weird,
baby.
You can't make a straight.
We're taking a break now, right? You're not going to make us play 2.5 levels.
I would imagine we can get a break, yeah. but I don't know.
This is the Cantu.
Yeah, this will be the last hand before break.
10-5 off specifically, or just?
Let's see if Sean Winter will be off to break or off to event number 6.
Or maybe he didn't make anything.
I hope.
But this is.
See the flop.
10's up, baby. Come on.
Calls for 10's up. Does flop a 10.
King of diamonds. Oh no, I don't want the
king
of
No, I don't think you want the king of diamonds.
King of diamonds.
That would give Schulman a straight.
It's 360, just in case.
395.
What?
395.
395.
Just in case.
These two have quite the dynamic.
I lose. I mean, I might win.
Turn is a 3. Schulman might win.
Now, right?
Need an ace or a king. Doesn't find it on the river. There's the double up.
Thanks.
For Sean Winter, who just manages to hang around.
Yeah, Schulman's just moving more money than the cartel today. This guy is all over the place.
Downstairs, man, on that one.
You were downstairs, but
nothing you can do there. Pretty much every situation.
Oh, you put it in.
Yeah.
Really nothing he can do. It's part of the game.
Yeah.
When these stacks are short, everything is going to be swingy. And when you look at the chip breakdown now, look at that leaderboard.
Yes.
Klein around 3.3 million. Everyone else under 15 big blinds.
He's swinging today.
The exception of Bill Klein. He's just been dominant.
Can Klein hold on to this chip lead? Close the deal at event number 5 of the PokerGO Cup. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. We'll be back with four-handed coverage at this final table. You are watching the PokerGO Cup. The race for the cup. About 15 minutes left at this 20K, 40K level.
You're brighter than that.
Yeah, well, they're right in your line.
All right, Sean Winter.
Well, I got the same thing.
I'm watching you carefully today, pal. Let's pick up the pace of play.
Winter certainly put on a show for us at event number 3 when he finished in 5th.
Huh?
Wearing a hat kind of helps.
Right, yeah.
Supposedly also put on a show late day 1 of this tournament.
Boy, did he ever. Nick Schulman broke down a little hand for us before we got cards in the air last night on the bubble. Winter put in a 5x pre-flop raise on the stone bubble. Schulman moves in for a total of 11 big blinds. Winter used all of his time extensions and was forced to fold. Essentially left him with, well, roughly 4 or 5 big blinds, but he spun it up, and here we are at the final table.
A long bubble late last night that resulted in the elimination of Justin Saliba in 7th, of Jeremy Osmus in 8th. Osmus leads the way in the race for the cup. Petrangelo flops the open ender, the backdoor flush draw.
I don't mind the little stab here by Winter. No pair, really no draw, with the exception of some backdoor maneuverability. Very dry flop. And of course,
diamonds on the turn.
You know, this sort of turn texture favors once again Sean Winter. By betting the flop, a little c-bet, you're able to ramp up the aggression with a second shell on this sort of turn. All these Broadway cards really should be more in his range than Petrangelo. He's going to be able to apply a ton of pressure right here, assuming that Winter is going to bring a second barrel. Here it comes.
Barrel is sizable. Petrangelo quickly out of the way. Well done, Sean Winter. Gets it done.
Could you do me a favor and make sure when you give the 10-second, you say it.
Those are the 2 wonderful organizations that he's playing for, donating his winnings to. The Shea Center serves people with disabilities who can benefit from therapeutic riding and activities around horses. SheaCenter.org, that's S-H-E-A. So Ali fold the ace-6 on the button.
Yeah, Ali is just staying out of harm's way. Gonna let Sean do all the dirty work, getting exactly what he bargained for. He knows Sean's going to be putting a ton of pressure on Schulman. Let's take a look under the hood here for Nick Schulman. He clearly has a decision to make. There it is. He's got a pair. Small baby pair. He's looking around the table, understanding the stacks that are surrounding him. This is a really tough spot. Looks like he's going to call it off.
Yeah, and here we go.
Yeah.
So it's Jack 5 for winner. It's a pair of threes for Schulman.
I thought it might be.
That's pretty good.
Oh, that's great. Well, here we go, Bill. Yeah, take one off.
Done with king high.
Yo, check this out.
Check.
Seems like a very good spot for Winter to want to check back. You pick up that wheel equity.
New shipment.
2 overs. Ace Queen can still be the best hand.
New shipment for the.
Have to be worried about Klein having perhaps some sort of 3 or a 5 that would absolutely not be folding here on the turn.
Does check back, 6 on the river.
This is a really wonderful card for Klein to try and represent rather than check down king high. I'd love to see a bet here. He has.
Klein, Schulman, Petrangelo, and Winter, the final 4 at event number 5 of the PokerGO Cup. Welcome back to Las Vegas, back to the PokerGO studio. Jeff Platt alongside Brent Hanks. And Brent, this is all wild, Bill.
Yeah, Bill Klein, steady Eddie today. He's accumulated thus far. Maintained that chip lead, the only one really with a substantial stack of these remaining 4.
We'll raise the blinds to 40K, 80K, which means Schulman, Petrangelo, and Winter are all under 15 bigs. Some chips are going to go in pretty soon.
Yeah, giddy up. I mean, we're about to just go bananas here. Chips are going to fly around, Jeff, to your point.
Does it start here with the 8-7 of diamonds for Bill Klein? It does not.
I don't hate it, you know, pretty hand, but just let these guys go nuts. You know money has to start moving into the middle. Everyone is so short around you. Just sit back, get ready. You'll be heads up in no time. Play for a little bit more money.
Winter with the queen 10 of hearts on the button in 10 bigs.
Certainly would anticipate some sort of all-in or majority of chips in the middle from Winter. That is definitely committing.
What do you have total?
That's Winter's version.
5, yeah.
Petrangelo with king queen.
On.
Says let's go. Sean Winter all in and at risk and behind with the queen 10 of hearts. Against Nick Petrangelo's king queen.
Hey, have you seen these today coming? You haven't? Have you been watching?
Petrangelo not incredibly entertained.
What are we doing, Bill?
I don't know, but I'm having a great time.
Good. We're all in a TV show.
We don't want Nick to have too big of a chip lead in that 500K free roll. We need to let's get some let's get some more people to
He's known as
get some points.
He's got a hat for the occasion.
King deuce deuce.
You got to wear the hat at that show one time.
King deuce deuce.
Queen 7-3 with 1 heart.
10, baby.
7. That's not as good as king deuce deuce. Right?
10, baby.
Winter looking for that 10 ball.
4 of spades. I have a deck read.
10, baby.
Can you find it on the
Deck
turn?
read, 4 spades.
Petrangelo says 4 spades. Pretty close. 4 of diamonds.
Well, let's hear it on the river then instead. Come on, Nick. Now what?
Deck read.
Jack of spades.
I said jack of spades.
You really thought the jack of spades?
I folded the 10 of spades, but I don't like saying stuff like that.
What about the jack of spades?
No.
Jack.
All right, you have me covered for sure, right?
Jack coming.
River card.
GG,
It
bro.
is a
You're
6.
the man, dude.
And that does
That
it
was
for Sean
quiet.
Winter. Out in 4th, $112,750, 68 points in the race for the Cup. So, Brent, that puts him at 132. Never know.
Yeah, one of the most familiar faces inside the studio across the PGT. Sean Winter is coming.
You play with too many scumbags.
Yeah.
Winter's almost leaving Las Vegas, Jeff. It's starting to really warm up around here.
That's true.
Yeah.
But he'll still be here for the U.S. Poker Open for sure.
Oh, indeed. Yeah, Sean will play everything. Now, Daniel Waters in the chat says, Jeff, when you decide on your new sidekick, make sure you don't settle on some lightweight. Think substance, style, and someone capable of witty repartee, whatever that means.
Yes, sure.
Repertoire?
I don't think that's how you spell repertoire, is it?
I'm not looking. Let's see.
No, it's Sticky Nicky. What do we got?
Witty repartee. Yeah, I don't think that's how you spell
I don't
repertoire.
know. But anyway, that's good notes.
Yeah, no, trust me, I've been thinking about it a lot.
Right.
Right.
Who are you thinking about adding as your new sidekick? Now, would it be the three of us?
You didn't have 2 cards above the 10.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see. You know, 2-man booth, 3-man booth, 2 guys, 1 girl, 1.
What are you kidding at?
I don't know.
Jeff, we're not talking about your dream Tinder night here.
He's the best.
Talking about doing commentary in the booth.
Wow, how much do I have now?
Right, I could have 1 woman or 2 women join me.
What?
Blind versus blind, Petrangelo and Klein.
Somebody just keeps saying unbelievable in the background over and over. Did you hear that?
Winter?
Maybe?
It sounds like a Sean Perry
thing.
160.
Maybe it was Perry.
Klein the min raise out of the big blind after Petrangelo limped in the small.
Well, you know, sometimes you just got to build a pot. I call this a pot drizzle.
Jack 6-3 with 1 diamond. So the gutter and the backdoor flush draw for Klein.
So he's hammered it. He's got all the outs, the power of position, the chip lead. Don't check. Oh, he's going to check.
And see the 10 of diamonds on the turn. Petrangelo turns the pair of 10s. Klein turns the flush draw.
And for Petrangelo, just an easy knuckle. Okay, I'll check call, whatever you want to do. Check. Klein again checking.
Queen of Hearts on the river. Checks. Now Klein fires.
It's interesting, right? I mean, it looks kind of like ace king, ace queen. Nick doesn't love it. Like, Bill, what are you doing to me, buddy? Obviously, a great river to want to try and bluff to represent a big hand.
Petrangelo looks him up with the 10s.
I guess the 10s are coming.
To get very close to Bill Klein for that chip leader title.
4-7 of diamonds.
Damn. You had a big hand. Shit. 4-7 of diamonds?
Bob the Hobo says, do these guys really not know the word repartee? Nope.
Never heard of it. I'm surprised anyone in the chat knows what repartee
commentators
is.
are OP and almost funny. We'll take that. I don't know what OP is referring to.
Yeah, thank you.
But thank you. Yeah, almost funny. We'll take that all day, every day. Twice on Sunday.
That was almost funny.
I'll certainly Certainly well done, Nick Petrangelo there. It's up to about 30 bigs.
160.
160.
Yeah, and obviously his gears have changed. He's now got a little bit of flex, able to open buttons. 30 big blinds deep. Schulman, beautiful hand, a couple shovels come along for the ride. Maybe consider even just jamming through, understanding that Petrangelo can be targeting much wider now.
He will defend off the short stack.
750 back, right?
Yes, just under.
Is that
7-5-3-1 spade. It's got shots for both.
Oh, yeah, well, a 6 would be devastation for Petrangelo. Just fascinated by the shuffle there, Jeff. Schulman's hands. He does a little chip drop.
The top chip, he just bounced it on the table and it popped right back up into the top of the
Yeah, he's
stack.
been working on that.
That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. Look, there it was again.
Pure.
Beautiful.
Very lengthy decision here to continue or not to continue by Petrangelo. Schulman has a very fun hand to maybe want to stick around.
Has the overs, the backdoor flush draw, the gutter, and 9 bigs behind.
Yeah, you would think it could be an effective all-in right here, considering 520 already in the middle, 730 effective for Schulman in his stack. You can just really never really be dead. You get a lot of folds. But I think for Nick, it's more like, okay, what sort of hands would Petrangelo actually consider betting for the min? It would have to be, a smidgen of equity, exactly what Petrangelo has. Queen 4 of spades, a gutter, backdoor flush.
All in.
There we go.
Does check shove.
You call a shove?
No, but I had a good hand.
Oh, Petrangelo is perhaps considering
Spades.
just ripping it there.
And a gut shot.
Oh, I had spades and I got shot.
You had a 4.
What?
You had a 4 and a jack or something?
It's queen 4. I don't think there's not enough pressure on you to make those shoves there, right?
I feel like you probably play shoves and have a pretty good one for it. I think there's a chance.
Love listening to them talk about
Right, you're saying I'll just call what I should call anyway. Yeah.
It's not like one of those spots where you're supposed to fold a 5 or something.
Petrangelo considered the overbet shove.
That explains the lengthy pause, right? He was in between just betting, maybe checking, and moving it all in.
And thinking at the end.
And for those of you tuning in that aren't familiar or very familiar with Nick Petrangelo, he essentially wrote the handbook on high-stakes MTTs, high-stakes tournaments. There's a training course out there that a lot of his peers, Nick Schulman alike, the moment it came out, everyone had to go buy it and see it and hear it just to understand the high level of play, the why behind everything that he's doing. And then extrapolate and then learn and deviate from what you're trying to employ in your own game. It's really, for most players, what's talked about the most as far as learning how to play at a very high level.
And he says in the course, rivering trip 9s is good.
Definitely do that, yeah, along the way, along your journey.
As you can probably tell by looking at my game, I've watched some of Petrangelo's course.
Have you actually watched it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly have.
Like there's even just
Twice.
Like flush draws that you can call with in your spot.
Yeah.
I don't put enough time in on the solvers, but I definitely
Maybe you should check a lot.
have gone deep and
No, not
Nicky
versus
Peace.
Your defense. Low
Training
cards are
work.
just too good for me, and not. It's really tricky.
It's tricky, but I mean, just
Still talking
your
about that.
particular
48, right?
class. I mean,
That's what these guys
you're
do.
probably right, but
I don't know. No, I mean
They run the hands. They talk
just
through the
don't-
hands.
is that right? That's
Yes.
been okay.
10 seconds. 160.
Klein with 8s.
I'm all in.
All in.
Three-handed the short stack. You're open. You know, I sort of think we min race to look to be able to fold here whenever Bill does decide to shove it in. Nicky as well. Schulman maybe perhaps
I got 2.5.
thinking I should have just stuffed it pre. I wouldn't even have to give it much thought. Let's see what he decides on here with the ace-7, the power of ace-high. Would Bill do it with king-queen, king-jack, queen-jack suited? I don't really know. I'm not sure Nick knows.
I don't know what I'm doing here, Bill.
Precisely.
10 seconds.
Makes the call, and here we go. Nick Schulman all in and at risk with ace-7 against Bill Klein's 8s.
What about this?
How much you have?
15.
Yeah, you should have just got it in anyway, so you're fine.
This just appeared to him. I thought like
Petrangelo says just rip that one pre.
Right. I think Nick sort of, knew that right away when he got jammed on.
that doesn't mean I'm fine though. Like, I mean, it's different once it doesn't happen. Boom.
You know what I mean?
How about an ace on the flop for Nick Schulman?
I'm the captain now.
Now it's Klein needing help. Doesn't come on the
help me,
turn. A black 8 will end Nick Schulman's day.
Something spooky in the air with Bill standing up once again.
River card.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's an 8!
Oh dear.
Sorry, bro.
Oh. There was that. Did you feel that weird vibe? I mean, it was something strange there.
You want to hug it out?
Oh.
Yeah. Hug it out, buddy.
You don't mind, dude.
Nick Schulman, a class act, down in third, $164,000.
That's all the luck I had.
98 points.
Can you reach?
In the race for the PokerGO Cup. Puts him up to 122. Ooh. That's one way to win with the 8s against the ace-7.
Whew, I mean, that was dirty. The whole sequence of, I'm the captain now, and then Bill standing up. It just something was.
You called that one.
Something was off in the universe. It didn't feel right.
And I promise you, we have no notes, no
No
spoilers.
idea. Yeah, I had no idea what's happening.
Taps the table, says good game. So where do we stand? Heads up. It's Bill Klein as your chip leader. Almost 3.8 million in chips. 2 times previous to this that we've seen Nick Petrangelo heads up at the studio. He's won. Starts heads up play with a small deficit. He's at about 2.4 million. So about a 60-40 edge for Bill Klein. Let us know in the chat with these 2 heads up who you guys think are going to win, is going to win, I guess you should say. And we'll take a look On to event number 6.
Yeah, did you see Nick, by the way, talking with well, Nick and Nick? Not done, not satisfied.
Right.
Had more unanswered questions he wanted to run by Nicky P along the way. And you get that sort of conversation nonstop when these guys aren't even playing. They're always just talking poker. Great shot here. There's Negreanu. He's back on the grind.
So is Ali Imsirovic, who jumped right in.
Sergei Rushak, the Ibex in the building. Sean Perry in the background wearing another jersey with the guns out.
The Duncan Robinson City Edition Heat jersey. That's pretty sick.
Elias looking a little short here.
Looks like
big brisket, yeah. Put it in the smoker.
Yeah.
Mike Lang has joined us once again.
And I think we have a 3-way all-in. Imsirovic with the ace-king. What's that, jacks for Elias and
I think
ace-10-ish?
it's queen-jack for Elias. It looks like ace-jack or ace-king for Ali and ace-queen over there maybe for...
That is pain, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what anyone has.
We'll see.
Ace-king suited here for Ali. Queen-jack off for Darren, and I think ace...
There we
king
go.
For Jake Schindler. There we go.
Okay, so Elias, I mean, sees 2 ace-kings. Not in terrible shape with the queen-jack, but then sees a king on the flop. It comes ace-king.
A lot of 10s left, though.
Turn card is a club.
Oh, boy, it can't be the 10 of clubs now.
River card. It's the 9 of spades. Schindler and Imsirovic will chop it up. Elias off to the cage, perhaps.
Yeah, big brisket. Gonna get back up there. Maybe he's walking out. Maybe that's it for him.
Just a little
Good
break.
max late reg. Go get a little pulled pork and then come back.
And we're back here at event number 5, where Bill Klein and Nick Petrangelo are heads
just
up.
Under 4? You have just under 4 million, right?
3.7 something.
Yeah.
3.7.
So there should be, I should have like 2.4, 2.5 maybe.
Yeah.
With a win, Klein would be up to 319 points. Put him about 90 points back of Jeremy Osmus in the race for the cup.
Poker, baby.
Second place, he'd be at 246 points. Nice way to start heads up play by looking down at 2 jacks.
360?
360.
Take it.
I think Nicky proudly shows Bill the 2 jacks, but I'm not bossing you around here. I just got the goods. Wild Bill versus Nicky P.
And Nicky P looking for his 3rd PGT win this year.
Oof, what a start he's had. Now, Jeff, maybe you said it and I missed it because I don't pay attention to really anything you say.
Thank you.
If Bill Klein were to win this
Yeah,
here
we won't
today,
post the
where
small
is he
blind
in the
rule,
standings?
right?
Yeah, I did just say, but
Right.
that's okay. I'll redo it for you. So the win
Yeah.
would give him 319 points,
Okay,
and that would put him in 2nd place.
gotcha.
Because we're just going to.
Do you want me to say it one more time?
There's no reason to put 40 out every
Win
time.
is in 2nd. What if he gets 2nd place? Then where is he?
160.
Now that's a good question. I said he had 246 points. I did not say where that would place him. That would place him in 4th place.
Okay, so guaranteed at least 2nd or 4th. Top
Yes.
5 no matter what.
Yes.
As we head into the final 3 events.
Events 6 and 7, a 25K buy-in. Event number 8, the main event, a $50,000 buy-in. A lot of points will be on the line there. So expecting some major drama on that final day.
I love drama.
Big drama guy.
Oh, every day, drama.
160.
Klein makes it 160. Petrangelo makes the call. Jack, 6-5.
Check.
Klein bets half pot.
Petrangelo's got that sort of hand. The backdoor draws are prevalent. If he just doesn't believe Bill has too many jacks here, we get a lot of check raises through and win pots. The problem is we're just not that deep, but I think we're still going to try and exercise
Here we go.
the bluff. Here we go. Yeah, perfect.
Small check raise to 440,000.
And that's, you know, again, based on that awkward starting stack of right around 30 big blinds, you don't have a ton of maneuverability.
But here comes
Oh,
Wild
boy.
Bill.
Shuts it down.
Petrangelo got the Matumbo.
Certainly did. I'm seeing a lot of comments here in the chat. Solid. I heard a little belch
Yeah,
a moment
so did
ago,
when
and
you were
I was
talking.
yeah. I thought it was you, and I
Wasn't
kind of
me.
looked at you funny, but you didn't even have a grin, so I realized it wasn't you. Maybe one of our players, maybe Wild Bill or Nicky, just let a little
fine,
goose
it's
go.
allowed.
Yeah. Maybe it was me.
At the same time
Mid-stride
as
while
talking.
talking. Yeah, it's hard to do.
If anybody could do it.
Could be done.
Look at the chip denominations on the wall. Blue chips worth 5K. Purple chips 25K a piece. The Bumblebees 100K each. Petrangelo will use one of those in this raise with the ace-10. Klein will defend with the 9-4 off.
That's been the hand of the week.
Yeah, that's true.
9-4. If you missed event 2, go back and watch event number 2.
You'll see a 9-4 game. Just like the 7-deuce game, yet the 9-4 in a tournament. King 8-3. The King of Hearts, Brent, you know what that means. I think that's 3 to the Royal for Petrangelo.
Oh. That's a premium payout if we get it.
Doesn't get paid that much more here. Klein at about the 2-to-1 chip advantage. So if you're not subscribed to the PokerGO YouTube channel, you're missing out in a big way. We post daily clips that include some of poker's most unforgettable hands, devastating bad beats, and wild moments. Hit that subscribe button. Never miss a video.
Now.
Subscribe.
Click subscribe. Now.
Subscribe.
Now.
Subscribe.
Now.
Subscribe.
Click that thumbs up too while you're at it, please. Take us to the moon with those likes and thumbs up. All that stuff matters on our channels. It allows us to bring you more and more free content throughout the duration of the PGT in 2022. We need all the help from the fans we can get.
I think Remco and Donnie will take the reins starting tomorrow on the YouTube stream.
Oh, good.
We'll be on PokerGO.
There you go. So we got a couple new guys coming in. Well, they're not new. They've done it a few times. Yeah. They say that stuff a lot. Subscribe, like, do this.
Good. Yeah, they're better
Get
at
the
that.
chat going. Yeah, show me 1, 2. Yeah, there you go. So if you want Bill to win, type in a B. If you want Nick to win, type in an N. They do that a lot. But I am curious. Who do you want to win? Give me a B or give me an N.
Petrangelo with the pair in the straight flush draw. Klein the open ender. 8 of spades, 4-2 a straight flush on the board. Petrangelo does have a flush. Klein does have a straight.
100. Call.
Oh, my gosh.
9 of spades on the river. A
Jackpot.
straight flush on the board.
And in perfect order.
The 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of spades.
I've never seen this in my life. And that's got to be some sort of progressive payout, right?
Perhaps, depending on the game you're playing.
For everybody, including us in the booth.
Yeah.
Board.
Board, and a pretty board at that. That's what we should do. We should have a PokerGO progressive. Has to be a very specific hand, but if it hits, everybody gets paid.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a
then everybody would get real fired up. The closest, like if it were 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of spades, but then 5, 6, 7 came.
It's a great idea. We've talked about doing things like that for folks tuning in. Pay them to watch.
Yeah, let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. As the Cup enters its final stretch, 2 more 25Ks in the 50K main event. We'll have every hand of every final table covered for you in the race for the Cup. Daniel Negreanu, Brent, running out of time to put some points on the board.
Now, if he gets started today, obviously, in event number 6, he'll be just fine. And we know it. Everyone knows it. It's going to really come down to that final 50K.
Yeah.
If Daniel only has 1 cash or 1 final table, I still think if he were to win the 50K main, he could possibly take home the Cup back-to-back. Now, again, that's pending Jeremy Osmus. That's pending.
Sure.
I mean, hell, Bill Klein.
But that 50K could potentially have 400-ish points up top.
It's going to have a ton of points, right.
Petrangelo outflops Klein here. Nick Petrangelo's last 3 cashes, a first, and a second. And he's in the final 2 here. Ooh, Klein turns the better hand.
It's my favorite time of the stream where Richard Simmons hug time enters the chat and just starts typing pink over and over again. Well,
it's the absolute
probably
worst.
gonna have to get rid of you there, Rich, but
good to see you.
Yeah. Take care now. They ever find Richard Simmons? Wasn't he missing?
I don't know.
It's a big podcast about it. You're not a big podcast guy, huh?
No, I love podcasts. Just missed out on that. Yeah, it looks like he's
9.
He's there. He's good.
Me too.
How about aces and 9s with a jack? What do you say we chop it up? Because everybody
not answering that.
Everybody, what with the chop?
No, not answering it.
Loves, I think.
No.
It's not loves?
No, not me.
You don't? I thought everybody loved.
It's fake news.
Huh.
According to Mark in the chat, he says 1 in 1.9 million and change for a straight flush to show up on the board in order.
Look at your PGT highlights. 10K buy-in or more to qualify for the PGT across the world. The top 6 at the end of the year qualify for a $1,000 free roll winner take all. The top 5 is currently constructed. Nick Petrangelo, Jeremy Osmus, Michael Wang, Liam Imsirovic, and Jonathan Jaffe. Bill Klein jumps into that top 5 with a win today.
Yeah, it's going to be extremely competitive down the stretch as those players looking for pole position, trying to finish in the top 6. You can bet they're going to be playing every single event to qualify to make sure they get points.
And we expect to see a ton of these guys in Cyprus for the recently announced Super High Roller Series Europe, Super High Roller Bowl Europe, and some Triton events.
All of which qualify.
The beginning of April.
240.
You think they'll bring us back for the short deck broadcasts?
Well, one
probably,
could only hope.
Probably not.
Yeah, I mean,
probably not. No, we probably botched those pretty good.
I mean, we RIP'd short deck here in the States, but it is still thriving.
Yeah, you killed it
overseas.
last year, I think.
Yeah, I refuse to run anymore in here.
Call.
Klein goes 3x open here. Petrangelo defends the king jack.
Check.
Ace 10-5. Aces for Klein. Broadway draw for Petrangelo.
$225. Call.
Petrangelo check calls. His turn brings a 9.
Check. Seconds. 350.
Klein fires again, this time 350,000.
Nicky P, I mean, the power of king high, right? We beat a lot of bluffs, even with just king jack. Obviously, we're never dead, even if we do decide to call. Puts Nick in a pretty tough spot. Gives him credit, throws it in. And as we move along to the next half, Jeff, our friend is back. This time it's Richard Simmons owns Mrs. Platt. That is very inappropriate, and he's spamming us with more pink stuff. There we go. Go ahead and get rid of him in the chat.
The absolute worst.
Yeah, we love it.
Do you have nothing better to do?
Oh, there's no chance whoever that is has anything better to do. No chance.
Why'd you just time him out? Just give him the full-on ban hammer.
Oh, I think I did, didn't I?
It just says timed out.
Well, there goes the ban hammer. Sorry.
160.
At least be somewhat respectful, Simmons.
That is, I mean, no joke here. But that is, I know you work out a lot in the mornings. That is your workout plan, right? You do the, well, I don't know what you're laughing about. Meanwhile, Petrangelo, look at this.
Oh, my.
Holy cow, we'll get back
with
to
two
that.
spades. Top 2 for Klein. 3s in the straight flush draw for Petrangelo.
Holy mother, this is going in. I don't see how it wouldn't. Huge hands. Wow, just call.
Sometimes Klein, like to your point, goes nuts when he has it. Slowing down a little bit here. Checking the turn, which is the queen of diamonds.
Still 40% to win this pot is Petrangelo. Pair, open-ended straight flush draw.
And the river is the deuce, so the straight comes in for Petrangelo.
Hey, kudos to Bill Klein. If he had raised
those
on
chips,
the flop, the chips were obviously going to go in, and he was going to double up Petrangelo. Now, likely to lose a much smaller pot.
We'll see how much Petrangelo goes for here. 600K in the pot.
No.
No. Yeah.
It's 5.
500,000.
Straight.
Klein pays him off. Petrangelo up to almost 2.7 million in chips.
Yeah, and you can't fault Klein for calling there. Amazingly, he didn't give Petrangelo the full double up. Alan Kessler has joined us.
There we go.
In the chat. And he says weak play. Not sure who he's talking about there, but that's something coming from you, Kessler.
Petrangelo, top 30 on the all-time money list. I think he's Higher than that. All right, 24th. Next up for him to pass is Scott Seaver, who beat Brent Hanks heads up in a poker tournament once before.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had to bring it up. It was
He
very
did.
relevant.
That's okay.
I would normally have not brought it up at all.
He's an okay player.
He's okay.
My only loss heads up in my entire career to Scott Seaver. Not many people can say that.
9-5-4, 2 diamonds. Petrangelo flops the pair fours, a couple backdoor draws, and Klein has fives, and the ace-high flush draw.
125. Call.
Petrangelo check calls. The turn is the 6 of hearts. Petrangelo makes 2 pair, quickly goes check, check. And the river brings another 9. So 9s and 6s for Petrangelo, which is best.
We're seeing some relatively big hands collide and not a ton of money going into the middle. Bill Klein has been avoiding very critical confrontations. It's been pretty exceptional to watch.
I have a 5.
I win 6.
Okay.
We're almost neck and neck here.
Yeah. Both players just under 40 big blinds. It's been a very tight heads-up battle.
Difference of $123,000 between second and first. Klein with ace-jack.
Good shot of
Three bet.
Yo Viral back there.
Oh, yeah.
Johan Guibert. He's up for about 20 awards, I think, at the Global Poker Awards this year, coming on Friday, February 18th, live from inside the PokerGO studio. I forget who's hosting.
I'm hosting with Drea Renee.
Pretty good. Oh, Drea is fantastic.
Yeah, well, Drea is hosting alongside.
Yeah,
me.
Drea is really good.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Right. But I'll be hosting as
You're
well.
there too,
yeah.
huh?
I think we might start the show with a monologue. What do you think
Really?
about that? Yeah. Take
You
some
and
shots
Drea.
at some people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind taking a few shots.
Well, you'll have a few shots on the night of the Global Poker Awards. I know that much.
Uh-huh. I'm going to dress as a cowboy again.
I know you will.
Every year.
That's the theme.
Amarillo Hanks.
You know, it's not like a Western vibe, really.
Well, yes, it is. It's the
Well, for
Global
you, it
Poker
is.
Awards. It's here in Las Vegas. The game,
Right,
you know,
so it
started in the Wild Wild West.
Good
I'm just
point.
paying
Good
tribute
point.
to the origins of this beautiful game.
125. Call.
Eight's full for Klein and ace high for Petrangelo.
Yeah, Petrangelo, a very unfortunate ace-high. Klein, look at this. How slippery again. That just checks it back with the eights full. Just guaranteeing that he's going to get a little extra value on the river. And Nicky with just a standard blocker bet. Bets the min. Hoping to just get called by queen, king high. Can induce some bluffs. Maybe, though, there's a world in which, obviously, Klein going to race here where Petrangelo can now just fold the ace high.
Second. 600.
Klein makes it 600K.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Petrangelo would rather do that than check and face, you know, a 300K, 400K-ish bet and have to hem and haw with the ace high. Does that and he can get away. Look at our payouts. Top two. Guaranteed $246,000. 123K pay jump from second to first. 148 points for second in the race for that PokerGO Cup. $221 points to first.
Check. Check. Check.
Kessler, you coming by PokerGO Studio? We got two 25Ks and a 50K left.
Yes,
You wanna jump
Kessler. Where are you, Alan Kessler, right now? Where are you playing? Are you on a slot machine? Or are you on some sort of
Let me try to guess
tour stop?
where Kessler's at.
Okay.
I'm going to say Florida for World Series of Poker
I
circuit.
got an 8.
Oh, is that where the circuit is right
Yeah.
now? Okay.
Two swings.
I don't understand this Richard Simmons guy in chat. Can anybody say anything about, does anyone know who this is in real person? Can we expose
But
him?
it's like you have to sign up for new accounts. I don't know. Let's do something more important than deal with him and check in
Yeah.
on event number 6, the 25K. 3 tables full of sickos. Steven Chidwick, Sergey Rushak, Negreanu, Schindler, Gaudia Frutch, Vic Chagall, Jason Kuhn. Look at this table. I mean, looks fairly difficult.
That's just silly how good these guys are. Schindler's got a pile, I think, back there.
Imsirovic, Rushak, Chidwick, Schindler, Negreanu.
Yeah, it's the same dude.
Kuhn opening here, Chidwick calling, Negreanu and Schindler folding in the blinds. We'll see two of the best in the world go at it here. Kuhn has a pile. Starting stack for this one, 150K. It's about 270. No more. Now 300K.
Look at Chidwick just stare at Kuhn. I would never dare to look at him the way he does.
Schindler checking out the action and checking out the other table's action.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Can check calls here. I think somebody's watching the stream.
Oh yeah, I hear that's the Bill Klein intro. I think it's Negreanu over there.
That'd be awfully loud. Let's turn it down a little bit. I like that. Negreanu says, Bill, you got moves. That'll even crack Schindler up.
Banana Man is that gal back there. Yeah, that's him. He'll come out and play a lot of our high rollers.
Chidwick quick firing river here. Looks like 16K. Kuhn folds, Chidwick wins. A slow start to the series for Stephen Chidwick. He's got one small cash from event number 2.
You been playing a lot?
Looks like a comfortable hoodie though.
Online?
Yeah, it does. He's comfortable in anything he wears. He's even comfortable not cashing yet. He just knows it. He's so good. Matter of time before he gets rolling. I love these outside shots, taking a look at what's going on day 1 of this 25K. And people are still starting to roll into. You're going to get the late reg crew. That's usually been Sean Perry's thing. He usually comes in quite late.
Now Negrani versus Kuhn, blind versus blind. Daniel Negrani has held the chip lead in multiple events so far. Hasn't translated yet. Lost a pretty big pot yesterday. 10s versus Sean Winters 8s. 8-ball on the river.
Negrano's got the ketchup and mustard bag attire today. I don't know what he's got in that thing. Lunch, dinner.
Probably not the type of lunch that you would enjoy.
Well, Oreos are vegan food, just so you know.
Sure, you can both have Oreos.
I'll go pick through that bag and see if there's anything that I could snack on.
50K, 100K, and 100K big blind ante. So just about 60 bigs on the table.
I got a 6.
I got a 6 on the ace-8, 7 jack deuce.
I was looking at the board 3
times
to
win,
trying to find the pair of 6s. Chris, what ended up being the pizza toppings? We did it. We did the old pepperoni, sausage, and of course cheese.
A lot of meats.
A lot of meat.
And was it good?
Outstanding.
Nice.
Did not get Domino's, Jeff, much to
Oh, which is fantastic.
dismay,
That would have been a good choice. I had some scrambled eggs last night.
With ketchup?
No.
Just scramby?
Yeah.
You put anything in them?
The hint of garlic salt. You remember that?
Hint of garlic salt.
And a bowl of cereal.
Yeah, and you don't even use the any like almond milk or regular milk when you make eggs, right? Just pure egg?
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant with the cereal. Yeah, just pure egg, nothing else. No butter, no milk.
You ever think about just cracking the egg open and sucking it down right out of the shell?
Might save me some time.
Probably tastes the same. You can sprinkle a little garlic powder in your mouth. Very healthy.
Very. Kessler says Sabaro at the Arlene's has awesome pizza. I don't know if I can go there.
Oh, Kessler, you're unbelievable. I'm sure they do, buddy. What, isn't there a Sabaro in every single
600?
Why is it that Sabaro? That's so good.
Meanwhile, we, just a ridiculous bluff here from Petrangelo.
Like
Apologies for missing out on this one. Sabaro got me. And Nick just going for it. A bluff. He's got the 3 in his hand. able to represent. He's clearly targeting the type of holding that Bill has. And boy, I got to give Klein credit. He is using that extension for whatever reason he does not believe Petrangelo. Rightly so.
Thinking this one through.
Maybe just knowing that, hey, I've got a 4 in my hand. It's so hard for him to have 3-4. That deuce shouldn't change much.
No spade in Klein's
unless
hand.
He made some sort of strange 2-pair.
Can Klein find the call here with just 6s?
Oh my gosh. Oh, this would be heroic, Bill Klein.
Yes, he can.
You got it.
Love to hear that.
Beautiful.
Tap the table. A well-deserved tap in Mr. Klein's direction.
That's a
quite
great,
nice.
Yeah, that's an outstanding call by Bill Klein. I'm going to deem that the call of the day by Wild Bill.
We take a look at his bio board presented by GPI THM. Says poker is getting close to golf, but still has golf a little bit higher than poker on the priority rankings. Back-to-back final tables for him. Looking to make a real run at this PokerGO Cup. Be in second place in the overall standings if he was able to hold off Petrangelo.
If I'm Petrangelo, man, I am shook right now. Just getting picked apart like that by Bill Klein. Looks him up very light. Man, that was pretty.
Kessler says, take my word for it, it's awesome. We've had Sabaro before. Four deuce, 2 clubs, force for Petrangelo, open ender for Klein. Straight comes in for Klein. River brings another deuce. Klein the slight over bet.
Look, Petrangelo again. This guy's overbetting on the river. I thought my 4 was good. Did he really check a 3 on the turn? Does he somehow have trip 2s?
Straight.
Klein gets paid.
He is having his way with one of the best high-limit high rollers in the world. Bill Klein is dismantling Nick Petrangelo right now. He's got 78% of the chips in play, almost 50 big blinds. Petrangelo now down to 13 big blinds in his stack.
Event number 5 of the PokerGO Cup. Past the halfway point in this 8-event series. $369,000 to first. Petrangelo's first final table since winning back-to-back events at Stairway to Millions. Has queens here. And we'll just win. That's got to be frustrating for Petrangelo. see, by the way, Jimmy Buffett said he's got the guy's real name.
Yeah, but
we got to come after him.
I don't think that it is.
Put the lawyers
that
on
guy
him.
came in and laughed about that, and even said the name, which I won't say for various reasons. But yeah, he made it sound like there's no way that is the guy's name. Good luck finding me. Blah blah blah. Anyway, we're having problems in the chat with the same person.
I'm betting 300K.
Yeah.
Queen high, Petrangelo. Fairly short stack. Make the call with the 10-8. Turn brings another 6. Petrangelo with 875K behind. There's 1.3 million in the middle.
Certainly looks like Klein may want to shut it down, concerned about Petrangelo, having some sort of pair. Yes, there's plenty of draws available. Hard to bet that 6, right? It doesn't make a ton of sense. Nicky P can easily have one. Oh, this
Leaves
is
the door
very
open.
pretty.
Bet small off the short stack and wins. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Nick Petrangelo getting it done with 10 high. Off the short stack. Very creative. Let's take you back to Stairway to Millions. Let's take you back to a Nick Petrangelo win with his dog Ellie. Oh, that's a beautiful shot.
Awesome, yeah.
2 aces fit in.
Got his lucky
quite
hat
well
on as well, too.
Oh, and there's Sasha and Ellie right now.
They're back. Well-behaved dog. I think he got a little bigger.
Yeah?
Or she.
Probably a she if the name's Ellie.
Well, never know, Jeff.
Yeah, but probably she.
All in.
Rip City with the ace-8 after Klein open with queen 10. It's back to about a 60-40 lead for Klein. King 10 for Klein, A7 suited for Petrangelo, who opens. King, Queen, 7. 1 heart. 7's in the backdoor flush draw for Petrangelo. Kings in the backdoor flush draw for Klein. 3 of spades. Negates those flush draws.
And Klein has been checking, these hands that are quite strong a number of times, which has certainly earned him a little bit of value in these river spots.
Can we say the same here?
I have to imagine that Petrangelo sort of has caught on to this as well and seen it from time to time with Klein. How many times has he checked twice a very big hand? Only to bet the river and get paid off.
But with that said, after this run out, Petrangelo thinking A7 a bit too good.
See, Nick, even that little smirk, like I know better.
Yeah.
I've seen you do it all day long, and I still can't help myself but call.
Bill Klein. Hold on to this chip lead, looking for a second career tournament win. His first came last year at 25K Aria High Roller. Won 324K, and I believe Brent had a good day on the golf course that day, yeah?
He certainly did. He had a hole-in-one playing, and that was Shadow Creek as well. Then he just rolled into the studio, or actually the Aria, and took down the high roller. Somewhere out there, Jason Kuhn tweeted about the entire story. Fantastic. Played a good amount of golf. I've never had a hole-in-one before. Jeff, you played a lot growing up. Did you ever have a hole-in-one?
No.
No. My mother-in-law has 6 hole-in-ones.
No way.
Yeah, 6. 6?
It's unreal.
I mean, that's absurd.
I tried not even to say anything because I don't want to think about it, but it's just so bad.
I don't know if you heard the one time I actually went and got paper towels, stuck them around, and then wrapped my head with duct tape. Sat right next to him. He didn't even get it.
When Klein was
He
next to
didn't
Sean
even get
Perry,
it.
Didn't see that one.
it probably didn't slow him
Everybody
down.
else was roaring. I said, put this on PokerGO.
Nick Petrangelo's first live tournament win came back in 2012. Won a $1,500 deep stack in Mashantucket? Is that like Foxwoods?
I have no idea. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I'm talking about the first tournament that Petrangelo won. Yeah, I think it is Foxwoods. Kings for Klein, the open ender for Petrangelo.
Ooh.
Who gets there on the river. How to
Great
proceed
check
now.
again, yeah, by Klein. This is again, it's going to be
Stone
really
cold
hard
nutterbutters.
to fold top pair. He's got a 6 in his hand as well.
$700.
That's pot. Is Petrangelo the one to get paid now? Yes, he is. Game on. They are just about even, about 30 bigs apiece. And Brent, a good time for us to check in on event number 6.
Shall we?
$25,000 buy-in and a look at Sean Perry.
Oh, yeah. What's he have? He's got a bowl of something there, huh?
With that Duncan Robinson Miami
There's
Heat
Hefe
jersey.
laughing at something.
Yeah, Garrett Katz is very entertained by Sean Perry. Chris Brewer in the mix, Brock Wilson there, Sam Sobrel, and Jeremy Osmus, the leader in the race for the PokerGO Cup. You always got to be careful when you have a microphone around.
Yeah,
Perry.
you can say that again.
Well, you always got to be careful when you have a microphone around Perry.
Yeah, you can say that again,
Nah,
Jeff.
probably won't do that again. Good bit though, very funny. Petrangelo led with the open ender. Klein raised it up. Petrangelo flings his cards into the muck.
All right, Klein, right back. Now back to 60% of the chips in play.
Okay, I've been asking you this every day. At this point in the series, who is the favorite to win the PokerGO Cup? We'll have 3 events left after this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with, I'm sticking with Osmus, who's
Okay.
out on top. Just everything seems to be going his way. Dialed in, playing so sharp. We know
Made
he's
a
going to
run
finish
here
the
in this
series,
one.
right? He's stone bubbled the final table. Yeah, it's hard not to go with Ausmus right now. If you want to give me, you know, my dark horse.
Yeah.
Trotting along, but not quite there. Give me, you know what? Give me Kerry Katz. Give me Hefe.
Okay. Okay.
Give me Hefe. He's had a heck of a series. I don't think he was technically second behind Ausmus, right? At least not after today's results.
For your dark horse, yeah, you did go with the guy currently in second place.
Even with today's
but
results?
If Klein does win, Klein will be in second, Katz in third. So you really jumped out on the limb for the dark horse prediction.
Well, you know.
Call.
Yeah, I'm sticking with those two.
Okay.
Maybe Schulman.
Ooh,
he's got one cash. That's a final table.
He's got two.
Or excuse me, 2 cashes and 1 final table.
Yeah. Check on the turn. Another 4 on the river. Klein with the open ender that missed. Petrangelo with just jack high. Klein going to wave the white flag.
I got to play the board, actually.
Petrangelo likes to hear that for that 1 million chip pot. Bass in the chat, I want them both to win. This is such an epic duel. I'm with you. It'd be a well-deserved victory for both.
You see that from PokerGO on our YouTube channel. We are very close to hitting 225,000 subscribers.
Wow.
If you haven't, please do it now. It's a pretty big achievement for our channel that has grown rapidly over the last year. Make sure you click that thumbs up and like as well. All of that helps our channel grow. Continue to bring you guys content over here on YouTube, which is very important to us, as well as Facebook and Twitch. Tomorrow, a little different. We're going to do 1 hour coverage on YouTube, and then we're going to be exclusively on PokerGo. If you don't have a subscription, make sure you do that now.
Donnie and Remco will kick off the action for you on YouTube. Brent and I will be on PokerGo. Where was PokerGo when we were banning the guy in the chat?
Thank God.
I mean, can you believe this?
ear.
We get no
I don't
support.
know.
We got a
Yeah.
broadcast to show.
Doing the broadcast.
Honestly,
We're out here
For
hammering.
PokerGo, for
It's like,
YouTube,
you
for
know,
Twitch, for Facebook,
try
for
to-
television.
If
and we're
someone
playing
said,
the
like,
role
hey,
of
can you be quiet, you're
moderator. I
distracting
mean,
the final table, he'd just be worse. So
we deserve a raise.
Yeah.
No, we don't.
It's a
Probably
tough
don't,
reputation to
but I'm just gonna
have.
say that. Klein had held the chip lead for most of the final table. It's Petrangelo's chip lead now.
Well, I'm trying to give you a battle, Nick.
And you have.
I'm trying to give you a battle.
we're battling.
This qualifies as a battle.
Oh, this has been
Up and down,
fantastic.
right?
I mean, Bill has
That's
really
heads
been
up.
lights out. That call he made with third pair against Petrangelo was the call of the day. Really not even close. He gave Nick Schulman the business earlier, busting him in third, and now he's looking to do the same thing here to Nicky Petrangelo.
Petrangelo's 8 is
Got
good
a
enough.
9.
Jack 8.
PokerGO says there will be some giveaways tomorrow on the YouTube channel. And we don't give anything away.
We didn't
it's
get any
unbelievable.
giveaways.
You know what? I'm out. I'm just kidding. I'm not out. I'm not out. I like this too much.
Can we do giveaways next time? Maria Ho has joined us.
Hey,
Hello,
Maria.
I mean, next time, just let us give away stuff, too. We want people to like us as well.
Right.
Thanks, PokerGO.
Set up to, we got to moderate. We don't get any giveaways.
Tomorrow we lose our YouTube chat.
We pay to be here.
Wait.
You. Oh.
Every time I have to. It's so bizarre having to pay to do
Weird
this.
job.
Yeah. Oh. Well. At least we get these granola bars.
Queen.
Good.
Maria, what's going on? Are you coming out at all for the cup?
Yeah, let's see you.
What are
get
your
in the
plans,
mix, Maria?
Talk to us about life.
Somebody in the PokerGO chat asked if Klein still plays for charity. Yes, he does, for 2 fantastic organizations today. The Shea Center for Therapeutic Riding. More on the Shea Center at sheacenter.org. That's SHEA center.org. And the Orangewood Foundation. He's rocking that Orangewood Foundation hat. Orangewoodfoundation.org there. Petrangelo, the pair in the straight draw. Klein with the pair in the flush draw. Another 7 on the river.
He got a little bit of value here with the 9. Maybe Klein's got enough where he's got to pay him off. Tiny little bet. Wow.
Oh, nice laydown.
9.
Very disciplined. Maria is going to be out here for the GPAs.
Oh, nice. Let's go.
There you go. So, Maria, we can torture Jeff as he's this year's host. What do you say? Let's really get him.
It's not about me, but I'm hosting and I'm nominated for 2 awards. Not about me, though.
No, it's definitely
No, it's
not
gonna be a
about
great
you,
show.
Jeff.
It's
Yeah,
not
nothing
about me.
really about you. What are you going to wear?
If I had to guess, it'll be a blue suit.
Yeah, you got a few blue suits,
Got a couple of them. PokerGO says we're giving away a carton of eggs with no butter so you guys and girls can channel your inner Jeff Platt. I like it.
Well, that's got to be Remco then as the moderator.
Scott, is No Gamble, No Future merch ever going to be replenished for some bigger sizes? Yeah. Yeah, we'll get some more. Shop.pokergo.com.
The order has actually been placed.
There
We're
we
waiting
go.
for it to arrive, and we'll have it in our store. Go check it out, shop.pokergo.com. We have a lot more coming in the next couple of weeks.
Some new looks, too.
Yeah. There's one design I'm very, very fond of.
Oh.
No spoilers, but remember that, total spoiler, remember that Boogie Nights version of Doyle that we saw?
Yeah.
For the high-stakes poker graphic? That sort of image is going to be on one of the apparel items.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. A couple others as well.
I like that a lot.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
same hand.
So you either have the king of clubs or a bluff. That's what I felt like.
Oh,
Maybe I just suck and you have an 8.
No, we'll chop it up.
Okay. Damn, you tricked me. How can I put you on the same exact hand? I mean, that was...
You're that good. That's how good you are. That's why you're notable.
Man, yep. Tricky, 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 sticky, tricky.
Petrangelo now with the about 60-40 lead. And it's Klein with kings.
We haven't seen a cooler yet.
Just limped in.
Heads up.
Petrangelo checks the 9-8. King, Jack 5. King's full of 5s.
Decent
We're not
hand.
at the cooler
Yeah.
level of heads up yet. Klein keeps checking. Thinking, please bet. It doesn't draw that bet.
Yeah, I think, you know, Nicky has seen it now so many times where Bill checks big hands on multiple streets. Top pair after top pair, and then here we go. Just rips it.
Thank God I didn't bluff. You were gonna rebluff me even if you didn't have it. Queen 4.
Did have it.
I was so. I had a 9, and I was just like, I had dreams of betting 500, and somehow I just didn't do it.
Oh, Nick was thinking about the overbet. That would have worked out poorly.
Well, he's gotten his hand slapped every single
that's
time
true.
because Bill just checks big hands over and over.
Queen at 9-5. Top pair for Klein, middle pair for Petrangelo. 6 on the turn.
This time he's going to bet top pair. Doesn't check it.
Leads for almost pot, 250,000.
I like it. Nice sizing. Absolutely getting called by any 9, any 6, probably any pair really for that matter. Also denies equity from possible draws.
There is that call, and there is a jack on the river. The 800K in the pot.
All in.
Whoa.
And Klein just shoves. Petrangelo quickly folds. Like 2.5x pot.
I did not see that one coming with just Queen 3.
Might get called by better and just the worst hands fold.
I think
I
so.
don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what we. I mean, you're trying to get hero called by some sort of jack.
Right, right.
That's about
Jack
it. But
10-ish.
I don't think
type
Nick
hands.
would call there given how it played. But who knows?
Well, Klein almost back to even here.
Yeah, he's got the sort of the meta game going.
Got a pretty one here.
Getting inside Nick's head.
Queen Jack of diamonds. Just limps in. Ace-9 for Petrangelo. All of
I
it.
could see Bill just saying maybe.
Yeah, he says, let's go
Yeah,
with the
Ace-9.
Queen Jack of diamonds. Petrangelo has Klein covered. So if the Ace-9 holds, he wins this tournament. If Klein wins this hand, Petrangelo is down to just 3 big blinds. An effective flip for effectively all of it. King 6-3, 1 diamond. Petrangelo's ace high still best. Couple backdoor draws for Klein. Could also just find the queen or jack. Turn card. It's another 6. No help to Klein. 6 outs for him. You see him on the top of your screen, looking for a queen or a jack. And if he doesn't find one, this tournament is over. And Petrangelo does it again.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah, it's really a pleasure.
Comes out on top
All right.
of this heads-up battle to win event number 5 of the PokerGO Cup for $369,000. Bill Klein finishing in second for $246K.
Another great showing by Bill Klein, runner-up here today. However, the man of the hour, Nick Petrangelo, continues to pile up points on that PGT leaderboard, and now all of a sudden a true contender for the Cup.
Petrangelo wins the 50K at Stairway to Millions, wins the 100K at Stairway to Millions, and wins this 25K at the PokerGO Cup for $369,000 for those crucial points that you mentioned, 221 of them, making him a real threat down the stretch. Bill Klein finishing in second, Nick Schulman out in third, Sean Winter eliminated in fourth, Ali Imsirovic, and Darren Elias rounding out this final table. What does it all mean? Well, it means that Jeremy Osmus still has the lead in the race for the Cup. Kerry Katz in second, Brock Wilson in third, Bill Klein in fourth, Sean Perry rounding out the top five. But just 11 points back of Perry is one Nick Petrangelo. With 3 events left in the PokerGO Cup, 2 more 25Ks, and then our 50K main, entering the home stretch of this 8-tournament series. We'll be back here tomorrow, same time, same place, at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific time, for final table coverage of a star-studded event number 6. For our entire crew, for Brent Hanks, I'm Jeff Platt. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you tomorrow for more final table coverage as the race for the Cup heats up.